Ascension Global SSS-level talent from the start. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 51 Lukao Offensive and Defensive Battle. Thank you. Li Chengfeng was dumbfounded. Shufu Iao didn't speak. He still couldn't get into this ordinary team after all. He is also a man of great achievements. It's just a normal mode, and some people don't want him. Why are we both polite? Shufu Iao was a little smug, but she finally helped him once. Lukao Offensive and Defensive Battle. Level 10 player copy. Normal mode can be teleported directly at the holy station. Pan Zhang invited Li Chengfeng and Shufu Iao to join the team. 7 o'clock the next morning, everyone gathered on time at the east gate of Xiaoao School. Only Pan Zhang, driving a Mustang sports car, was long in coming. Haha said, "Sorry, I didn't sleep well last night." Everyone thought that he was the captain of the team, and didn't say anything about him being late. "Brother Pan, are we going now?" "Well, let me see if everyone is here. 1, 2, 3, when Pan Zhang counted Shufu Iao, who was the fourth, he was stunned. I saw her dressed in white, graceful and charming. Immediately shocked, he got out of the car quickly, stepped forward and said with a smile, "I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I stayed up late last night to make a careful battle plan." "So," Lisa laughed, "it's okay, Brother Pan, we understand you." Pan Zhang didn't even look at Lisa. A pair of eyeballs slipped all over Shufu Iao. "That's good. Junior sister Shu, you are a healer, the core of the team. Please get in the car, I'll take you." "No, we have a car." Shufu Iao patted the back seat of Li Chengfeng's BMW motorcycle. "Oh, you are in this car?" Pan Zhang looked at Li Chengfeng, who was sitting on a motorcycle. Finding that the other party was actually handsome, he couldn't help frowning and said, "This car is neither windy nor rainy. I'm afraid it will mess up your beautiful hairstyle. I see that it will rain soon in the weather forecast. Why don't you still take my car?" The sky's lit with a red glow of the rising sun. The sky is a pure dark blue, cloudless. Everyone is speechless. "Rain, isn't this talking nonsense with your eyes open? Clearly coax other girls." "Need not." Shufu Iao refused again. "Okay, then we'll see you at the gate of the holy station." Seeing that Pan Zhang could not move her, he had no choice but to give up. A group of people set off, 20 kilometers to number 5555 Saint Station. Work for a while. A copy of Lukao's Offensive and Defensive Battle. As the name suggests, it is to capture Lukao and defend it. This is a copy derived from the war between the human race and the orc race more than 400 years ago. Lukao was a vital line of defense for the human race at that time. If it was broken at that time, now Jupiter is not 5 billion native people, but 500,000. The Lukao Offensive and Defensive Battle can be said to be an epic battle recorded in history, so it was made a copy. 10 people were teleported to a place 1 kilometer away from Lukao. Leading the team were Pan Zhang and 2 other male disciples from the first instance of the dungeon. They are all good players who have passed the Lukao hard mode. Pan Zhang is level 17 in internal strength, and the other 2 are level 16. The remaining 7 people did not pass the normal mode of this copy. The highest level is Li Chengfeng 14. However, once they came in, they were all suppressed to level 10 internal strength before the official battle. Pan Zhang gave a novice lesson to the 7 people. "All rookies, listen up. It doesn't matter if you haven't played this dungeon. Just follow my instructions later. Don't mess around. When you are told to fight, you will be beaten to death. When you are told to withdraw, withdraw to death. Everything must be at my command. My words are the decree. Disobedience is absolutely not allowed. You hear that?" Everyone is speechless. "Why does this speech sound so awkward?" Pan Zhang asked. "Did you hear?" "I heard." Pan Zhang walked in front of Shufu Iao, changed his serious expression just now, and said with a smile, "Junior sister Shu, you are of the Earth Force Wood attribute. You have no combat power, and you don't need to do anything. You just follow from afar. When our battle is over, you can treat everyone. It is good." Shufu Iao was so happy. The reason why she didn't say that she has dual cultivation of heaven and earth when she signed up. It is the same mind as Li Chengfeng. If you want to be lazy, just mix up your achievements. Pan Zhang turned to Li Chengfeng, who was not wearing armor, and asked, "What's the matter with you? You don't even wear a dungeon armor." "I don't think it's necessary. I'm from a distance, and I don't want to go up and hack people." Li Chengfeng explained that he didn't feel like he was going to get hit. "You said it's not necessary." "It's not necessary? I don't know how it will die later. Pan Zhang disgustedly said, "The scumbags like to play remote, and they can't hit individuals when they play remote." "What kind of remote is playing? The copy time is down." Pan Zhang led 10 people to sneak all the way, secretly killed more than a dozen orc sentries and won the bridgehead outpost and set up a bridge attack strategy. Ask for flowers, ask for an evaluation ticket. Chapter 52. Most of the enemies in the Luqiao offensive and defensive battle were orcs height between 2 meters and 2.5 meters, generally much taller than people. These orc soldiers are stronger than the soldiers of the Brave World Association. Strength 90, Speed 70, Spirit 60, Defense 70. The good quality armor worn by the 3 of the dungeons, only the top-grade weapons used by Pan Zhang. The rest of the disciples wore ordinary armor and used ordinary weapon. Stats are stronger than minion. Shufu Iao didn't have to fight, she just wore her immortal clothes. The sky was getting brighter. A group of people climbed to Luqiao. This is a bridge that spans over a ravine-like cliff 10 meters wide and 1 kilometer long. Under the bridge is a cliff hundreds of meters deep. There are many orcs guarding the bridge. On the bridge, kill it, Pan Zhang gave an order. 6 melees rushed towards the 8 orc sentries at the bridgehead. Li Chengfeng released a 3-point return to Yuan key cannon from the storage bracelet. The other 2 rangers used bows and arrows. This weapon has both physical damage and key damage at the same time. Unlike Li Chengfeng's key pow, there is only key injury. Lisa is also a long range, and when she sees Li Chengfeng's weapon, she can't help but be surprised. Brother Li is using a top-grade weapon. So cool. Li Chengfeng takes aim. Tweet. 5 rounds per second, 3 rounds per second. It shot 15 black key bullets made of key essence condensed into small pellets at once after the inner energy is concentrated into bullets. The power and lethality are greatly improved. The bullet is so fast that it arrives in the blink of an eye. Hit 8 orc minions. Each the soldiers leaned back and fell to the ground. Pan Zhang's group of 6 just rushed up and were about to fight. A string of black bullets flew from behind, directly knocking down the enemy in front of him. Their weapons were held in the air. Embarrassed, all looked back. Li Chengfeng blew his muzzle. A burst of self-blame. Oops, how come they were all overwhelmed all at once? They should save some for the younger brothers and sisters to exercise their skills. No, you have to restrain yourself. The 3 rookies in the melee battle looked at Pan Zhang like a fool, as if to say, "Didn't you say remote is not good? How did you hit so many enemies with just a few shots? Obviously so cool, so handsome, so awesome." Pan Zhang couldn't help blushing a little, and shouted, "Why are you standing still? Go up and kill them. They just fell down temporarily, and they can get up later." Only then did the 6 go up to make up for the knife. He hacked to death the 8 orcs who had suffered internal injuries for a while. On the team channel, Pan Zhang forcibly explained Li Chengfeng's operation just now. Pan Zhang, this is the case with a top-grade key cannon. As long as the weapon is suppressed at long range, it is very easy to fight this kind of ordinary difficulty. Continue to attack the center of the bridge. Lisa was very curious when she saw Li Chengfeng's key cannon. "Senior brother Li, can you lend me a key pow? If it works, I'll change it back." "Give." Li Chengfeng exchanged weapons with her. He has never used bows and arrows before, so he draws bows with arrows. Another distant junior brother exclaimed, "Brother Li is so strong. You actually pulled the 500-kilogram bow to the full without wearing a battle armor." Lisa was also surprised. Not wearing a warframe means not having the extra power provided by the warframe. It is really not easy to open a heavy bow of 500 kilograms with the functions within level 10. A lone arrow. Li Chengfeng did not shoot after all. "I haven't learned it, and I don't have the right head. If I shoot out and shoot my own people, it will be embarrassing." Choo. Lisa fired 3 shots in 3 seconds. It's not the same level as Li Chengfeng's projectile speed. "Senior brother Li, you are still very good. It seems that the key cannon also needs to be operated." Li Chengfeng's injection speed was 8 times hers, and with sufficient ammunition, he naturally shot fast. Not long after, 9 people attacked the bridge and successfully killed the 3 orc bosses to capture Luqiao. Be regarded as winning the first round. The next step is to defend the bridge, and there will be 5 rounds of orcs coming to counterattack Luqiao. The second round came an hour later. Everyone has enough time to rest and adjust, and collect loot. By the way, 2 pieces of common equipment and some money were found in the loot. However, the loot distribution mode of this copy is DKP mode. The loot is collected by the captain first, and after the entire dungeon is cleared. Everyone will use DKP points to bid briefly. That is, the better the performance in the whole challenge process, the easier it is to get the most and the best loot at this time. Shufu Iao healed the injured team member Shuki. Pan Zhang checked the first round of DKP statistics from the system. Pan Zhang. 94. 87. 85. Li Chengfeng. 78. 65 Shufu Iao. 51 Lisa. 50. 41. 35. 27 This is everyone's performance in the first round of DKP after finishing the dungeon. Just use this score to bid for the loot. Pan Zhang was very satisfied to see his DPK ranking first. This means that the most valuable treasure in the future must be his rookies get achievements. He gets money. It's not a waste to bring a rookie back after all. You can only bring it once a year, so where do you go to make money if you miss the opportunity? However, this model is actually a precarious distribution model. This model of whoever contributes more gets more is usually only used in teams with outsiders inside the sect. Everyone is a family, love each other. Regardless of gain or loss, the DKP allocation model is rarely used. There are strict rules for the freelance sect. The inter-party challenge uses a uniform loot splitting mode. This way everyone has a chance to get a good loot. It will not be impossible for some disciples to obtain good equipment because of their poor strength. Pan Zhang negotiated with the other two members of the dungeon team to do this, which violated the rules of the sect, but for the rest of the rookies, relying on them to lead the team, it would be good to have an achievement. They all dare not speak out. On the other hand, Li Chengfeng and Shufu Iao were not familiar with the rules of the sect after all. They only joined the sect a few days ago. He has never participated in a challenge organized by the faction. Thanks to the 6,850 monthly pass, ask for flowers, ask for an evaluation ticket. Chapter 53 The Orphan and number 039, S-Seat. Li Chengfeng's DKP score in the first round was 78, ranked 4th when Pan Zhang came. It was because Shufu Iao didn't like him. Now Li Chengfeng's DKP is so close to the top 3. He didn't like Li Chengfeng during the rest period. Everyone used some obstacles to arrange defense lines. The second wave of orcs is about to attack. Pan Zhang arranged the defensive position, and he and 2 veterans were on the front line. Behind the second line are 3 melee rookies. The third line is 2 long-range rookies. Finally, Pan Zhang pointed to Li Chengfeng and said, "Li Chengfeng, your firepower is very strong, so you can go to the front of the flag and fire when you see the orcs." Li Chengfeng, their 3 layers of defense were separated by an average of 15 meters, and Pan Zhang pointed to the most front flag-mounted seat almost 100 meters away from the first line of defense. No matter how you look at it, it's an orphan seat. Lisa couldn't help but interjected, "Captain Pan, shouldn't the long distance be arranged in the back row? You arranged senior brother Li in such a front position, didn't you let him die? You guys are also confused about this." "Yeah, this tactic is a bit strange, that's too far," Pan Zhang scolded. "Did you get it? Do you have the Lukao achievement? Do you have the hard mode Lukao achievement?" Everyone was speechless, unable to refute. After all, Pan Zhang has Lukao achievement in hard mode, and they don't even have ordinary achievements. Pan Zhang continued to scold it angrily. "Didn't I just say hello to you at the beginning? My words are the imperial decree. After listening to the implementation, it is over. If you don't speak, no one will think you are dumb." Li Chengfeng was too lazy to care about Pan Zhang since he wants to arrange himself to go to the front to earn DKP. Well then, it's a matter of pulling the trigger anyway. Li Chengfeng went to the forefront under the sympathetic eyes of the rookies. Pan Zhang snickered proudly. He who has fought many Lukao offensive and defensive battles does not know, the orc attack will come like a tide later, and the front Li Chengfeng will bear the brunt and will be submerged in the beast tide. Li Chengfeng adjusts the barrel angle. The 3-point PM key cannon has 3 barrels. Adjust the barrel to a certain angle. When the bullets fired are scattered, they can hit more than one enemy. Then he moved a stone and sat down. With Erlang's legs crossed, you can travel freely. Pan Zhang said unhappily, "Grass, this guy is so leisurely when he's dying. Pretend to be struck by lightning." Woo! The horn sounded in the distance. Orc troops burst out of the chasm in the canyon. It is about 2 kilometers away from the bridgehead defense line. Li Chengfeng stroked a 3-point return to Yuan key cannon in arena challenges. Li Chengfeng often uses it. Often the sword is in the right hand and the gun in the left to be able to win so many arena heads-up winning streaks. Key Pow's credit is indispensable, of course. He also upgraded Key Pow with the highest gem inlays allowed within his financial resources. Now the data at the 3-point PM Key Pow is top grade, 3 points returning Yuan key cannon, type, key gun, range, requirements, level 10 introduction. Absorb key and return to Yuan, 3-point key play mass. 4 kg suitable attributes, gold, wood, water, earth. Bullet speed. 900 meters per second fire rate. 5 rounds per second attack distance. 300 meters key injury increase. Plus 66.6% special effect 1. The effective attack distance of key move plus 100 meters. Special effect 2. 3 points return to 1. 1 shot into the soul gem inlaid 1. 15-star Austrian Spar. Effective attack distance of key move plus 200 meters. Gem inlay 2. 15-star Speed Spar. Key move flying speed plus 200 meters per second. With the addition of 2 gems, the effective attack range of the key cannon reached 600 meters. The bullets fly at a speed of 1,100 meters per second. There were almost 300 orcs in the first wave. On the other hand, there were only 10 people on the defending side, which was 30 times the number of people. The difference in numbers is too great. The rookies had expressions of horror on their faces, as you can imagine. How difficult and desperate the ancestors were when defending Lucio under the command of the orc boss. The orc troops launched the first wave of a 100-man charge. After all, Lucio is only 10 meters wide, and the beasts are tall and big. They all rushed over. But they were so crowded that they couldn't even swing their weapons, so there is no rush to come. Li Chengfeng still has Erlang's legs crossed. Wait until the orc troops are about to come into range. Tweet tweet tweet. 5 rounds per second, 3 rounds per second. Shoots 15 concentrated blacky bullets at once. 1,100 meters per second flight speed. Hit orcs in the blink of an eye. A dozen orcs fell their 70 speed. That is, the maximum running speed of 70 kilometers per hour. That translates to running a distance of 20 meters per second. So Li Chengfeng released the 15 key bombs within 1 second. The orcs advanced 20 meters, and Li Chengfeng was 580 meters away. Tweet tweet tweet. Another dozen orcs fell. The orc troops advanced 20 meters. 560 meters away from Li Chengfeng. Tweet tweet tweet. A few more orcs fell. The orc troops advanced 20 meters and were 540 meters away from Li Chengfeng. Chapter 54. The mobs are all destroyed. The boss kills him. Tweet tweet tweet. A few more orcs fell. The orc troops advanced 20 meters and were 320 meters away from Li Chengfeng. Tweet tweet tweet. Orcs are gone. It's all over. In the first round of the charge, before they could reach Li Chengfeng, they were all brought down by Li Chengfeng's powerful firepower. Behind Li Chengfeng, Pan Zheng and the other 3 veterans were stunned. Their jaws almost dropped to the ground. Those rookies are also dumbfounded. One person knocked over 100 orcs. Moreover, he still flipped over with Erlang's legs crossed like that. Seeing everyone's expressions, Shufu Iao couldn't help laughing. Guys just came back to their senses. Squad channel. Lisa, how am I? Brother Li is a genius. 1 to 100, too good. How can you be so strong? What's the use of me learning this sword? Might as well go remote. The orc boss saw his own wave of soldiers annihilated, roared frantically with a giant axe in one fell swoop. The remaining 200 orc soldiers charged again. Rough shots continued. Once in range, Li Chengfeng continued to fire. Tweet tweet tweet. Tweet tweet tweet. 20 or 30 soldiers fell. The orcs stepped back one after another, withdrawing from Li Chengfeng's range. Then the orc minions began to line up. There are several elite orcs with unusual heights, holding their shields and standing at the front. The rest of the orc soldiers, like eagles catching chickens, followed closely behind the hen and lined up in a vertical line. Li Chengfeng is the one who fired the shot. The key bullet was blocked by the shield and could not deal damage. However, the speed of the orc troops was greatly slowed down by this. Q can only walk, not run. Pan Zheng laughed gleefully. Pan Zheng, Li Chengfeng, you're okay. The defense is up to you. You can stand me up and don't take a half step back. The rookies were speechless again. Don't back down. Doesn't that mean that he will be beaten by more than 100 orcs by himself? It sounds like a compliment to Li Chengfeng, but it's clear that it's a whole person. Li Chengfeng released the BMW S1000, straddled it, and kicked the accelerator. The V4 engine growled. Li Chengfeng rushed out on his bicycle and circled to the side of the orc troops. Tweet tweet tweet. The orc troops just lined up in a row. The 15 bullets shot out in the second are full of damage. Hit 15 orcs directly. The orcs had no time to change their formations. Tweet tweet tweet. Another 15 orcs fell. The orcs quickly dispersed, all chasing after Li Chengfeng. This area is fairly flat, and the speed of the S1000 can be raised. How can an orc with a speed of 70 catch up with a motorcycle supercar that can run 300 kilometers per hour? Li Chengfeng rides one by one, like entering nowhere. Ride with one hand and shoot with the other. Play in circles. The orc troops suffered heavy damage. The orc who is close enough to enter the 60-meter range, it was even pierced through the body by the bullet, leaving blood holes one by one. Directly killed. 60 meters. A 3-point return to 10% of the range of the Yuan key cannon. This range has the greatest power. Against orcs with a defense of 70, it can penetrate the armor and penetrate the flesh. Some orcs from the first wave got up one after another. The internal injuries they suffered before were not fatal, but their combat effectiveness was greatly reduced by the injuries. Li Chengfeng controlled the speed and kept the distance just within 60 meters. This will kill the orcs. Squad channel. Kill the orcs while riding a motorcycle. So handsome. Bullshit. Brother Li is really bullshit. Senior Brother Pan, what should I do? He cleaned up these orcs all by himself. The veteran of the first line of defense asked anxiously. Playing like this, I don't know how many DKP points Li Chengfeng will earn. You must know that they can only play Liu Kao in normal mode once a year. The opportunity to make money is only once a year. Pan Jiang can see it. Li Chengfeng does have a few brushes. He said, don't be afraid, let boss kill him, and no one will fight us for DKP later. I don't fucking believe it. He can still beat the boss alone. What if he is alone? Pan Jiang knocked on the old hand. Are you fucking making international jokes? This is a 10-player dungeon boss. 10 people can beat it. If he can beat this boss alone, Laozi grabs the spoil and eats it for you to see. P.S. Ask for flowers. Ask for evaluation ticket. Ask for monthly ticket. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 55. For a while, 300 orc troops were killed by Li Chengfeng's bullets. When boss saw this scene, he was not in a hurry at all. When the soldier died, an axe flew out. Li Chengfeng was surprised by the speed of the flying axe. He turned quickly and pressed the cart to the ground. After pressing a limit bend, the axe just brushed past his hair. I could not help breaking out a little cold sweat. This boss is so strong. Li Chengfeng quickly put BMW into the bracelet. The orc boss said human words. I can't imagine that there are such masters in the human race, who have the ability to fight me. Depend on, fight to fight. Li Chengfeng is excited. Just before going to the superstorm, take this 10-man boss first to practice your skills. Release the top-grade armor from the bracelet. Tear off your shirt, kick your shoes, and step on nano-level high-grade armor. Quickly wrapped him. Lisa, Brother Li is so rich, he is actually a top-grade battle armor. He is really handsome and rich. Rich second generation. What is the second generation of rich? Senior Brother Li's martial arts is definitely a battle armor obtained by his own strength. Shufu Io, do you want me to help? Li Chengfeng, no. Putting on the armor. Li Chengfeng's attributes in all aspects have been upgraded to a new level. Single-player fight against the powerful orc boss. Li Chengfeng's sword is like a god. The tricks are deadly and exquisitely unparalleled. The speed of the sword was dazzling, and the orc couldn't resist. Lisa, what a strong swordsmanship. It turns out that Brother Li's swordsmanship is even higher than his marksmanship. Man and sword unite, so the sword can be used like this? I really have practiced the sword for more than 10 years in vain. The speed attribute of the orc boss is not high, but the strength and defense are particularly high. But under Li Chengfeng's perfect swordsmanship, he couldn't hold on for a single round. He was directly beaten to death by Li Chengfeng. Jing Puang Clang Ping Puang Clang. The boss armor gradually disintegrated under the extremely fast and constant engagement with his sword. Whoa, the sword shadow crossed. Li Chengfeng put his sword back into the sheath, confidently walked towards the bridge wearing a black and gold armor. He walked among the corpses of the orcs, so calm, so unrestrained, like the god of war who returned in triumph. The orc boss froze in place for 2 seconds before his HUD fell. Brother Li is mighty. Lisa, one-person battle against 10-player dungeon bosses. 1 to 10. One person alone beat the boss. The two veterans turned their disgusting gazes at Pan Jiang. They didn't fight at all this time. Li Chengfeng took all the DKP points in this round. Pan Jiang couldn't help blushing, and said slyly, why? You don't really want to see me eat dirt, do you? Veteran reproach. You said it yourself, we didn't force you. Pan Jiang scratched his head. I didn't expect that kid to be so powerful. I think he's level 14, and he doesn't even have Liu Qiao's ordinary achievements. I thought he was a rookie. This kid has such martial arts. Why haven't you heard of him? Could it be new here? It is possible that they, Shufu Io, seem to be together. Maybe they are both newcomers. Otherwise, Beauty Shu is so beautiful, she should have become famous in our Xiaoao faction. Forget it, that kid is too strong to be with him. Let's include him. Good idea. Li Chengfeng came back at this time, and the rookie brothers and sisters surrounded him and praised him without hesitation. Cough cough. Pan Jiang came forward, coughed twice, and grabbed everyone's attention first and then said, Brother Li, you are very good. I also deliberately sent you to the front just now to see your true strength. You really did not disappoint me, and you are qualified to enter the first copy of our copy after I go back. I recommend you to join one of our dungeons. Come, pour me a cup of tea, and I will cover you, senior brother. A copy. The rookies couldn't help but envy when they heard it because of serving in the first copy of the copy. You can get an additional 5 points of status. It's a pretty good department. Li Chengfeng was taken aback. Pour tea for you. Pan Zhang put his cup there. He just wanted Li Chengfeng to have an attitude. Well, you can drink whatever you want, as long as you want it. After drinking this cup of tea, we will be a copy of a brother's family in the future. Li Chengfeng is speechless. He needs your cover? Do you miss a copy of yours? Just say, are you worthy? The veteran on the side reminded him of his attitude. Tisk, what are you talking about? Pan Zhang thought to himself, does this guy want to see if I have the strength to be his senior brother? Want to get started with me? No, I might not be able to beat him, so let's use my status to beat him. I'm your senior brother. I ask you to pour tea. Do you think I'm worthy? While speaking, Pan Zhang had already taken out his sect token. Show off your position, the veteran on the side reprimanded. Have you seen it? Don't hurry up and pour tea for senior brother Pan, no matter how big or small, begging for flowers. Chapter 56. The rookies can't help but envy at 67 points, 67,000 salary a month. Sure enough, a copy is good. It seems that all the copies that can be played have achieved achievements, and there's more than one great hard mode achievement. Li Chengfeng saw his token and couldn't help but smile. That's it. Still want me to pour you tea? Release your own sect token. He threw it on the ground carelessly. Everyone looked down at the token on the ground. On the upward side are the 3 characters of Xiaopai. In addition, there are 3 small words in the lower right corner. Ministry of Glory. Everyone was shocked. The Glory Department is the most powerful and crouching tiger, hidden dragon master department of the Xiaoao faction. Only those with outstanding achievements can join the Ministry of Glory. Pan Zhang was taken aback, slowly reaching out to flip the token, wanting to see the other side. Check if the other side is Li Chengfeng's name when the token is turned over. The handwriting is clear. Li Chengfeng 97 points at level 14. He was 30 points higher than Pan Zhang at level 17. Pan Zhang shuddered and sat down on the ground. Li Chengfeng asked with a sullen face, do you want me to pour tea, brother of the Ministry of Glory? Pan Zhang didn't dare to recall what he did and said to the senior brothers in the honor department just now. He hurriedly knelt back and said, Senior brother Li, I don't dare. I don't dare. I didn't know that you were a senior brother from the Glory Department. It was me who was blind. Please forgive me, senior brother Li. Picking up Li Chengfeng's token while begging for mercy, turn over and over on your clothes, wipe the front and back clean, and serve them with both hands. Li Chengfeng was slightly surprised. I didn't expect this identity token to be so powerful. He actually frightened Pan Zhang to his knees and begged for mercy. Could it be that the first level official crushed people to death? What he didn't know was that in the Happy Sect, even if the status score is only 1 point higher, it can crush people to death. Few people dare to provoke brothers and sisters who are higher than themselves. Otherwise, if the brothers and sisters are in trouble, they will never have a good life. The other 2 veterans who were reprimanded just now also knelt down. We didn't know you were senior brother, and I didn't mean to offend you just now. Senior brother Li, please forgive me. It's us who should be damned and shouldn't talk too much. Li Chengfeng's expression is not slow. How about talking too much? The 2 then slapped their mouths and begged Li Chengfeng to forgive. Roll. Li Chengfeng drank the 2 back, turning to look at Pan Zhang. You arranged a good line of defense for me. Why don't you try that seat next time? When Pan Zhang heard it, wouldn't it mean let him die? First, death is hard and painful. Second, you can't earn DKP when you die, and you won't be able to get equipment at that time. Almost crying, he bowed to Li Chengfeng. Senior brother Li, please get around me. My martial arts skills are less than 1/10 of yours. How can I hold that position? Pan Zhang struggled with Li Chengfeng several times, say some ugly words a few times. How could Li Chengfeng forgive him so easily? Taking the token, he said, I didn't do anything to you. What can I do? The good seat you made, keep it for yourself. As you said, don't take a step back. If you dare to retreat half a step, you are a deserter. What is the fate of deserters? You should know. This arrangement is very pleasing. The rookie brothers and sisters have long been unhappy with Pan Zhang in the second round of battle. Pan Zhang and others did not make a move. DKP is 0 points. Li Chengfeng monopolized 600 DKP after a rest. The third round of orcs attacked Pan Zhang, who is at the forefront, bears the brunt after a hard fight. Dozens of orcs were killed. He was also bruised and bruised, with only half his life left. Finally, the old hand carried it back. Li Chengfeng stood tall and pulled the trigger with ease. Everyone worked together to hold the third round. Pan Jiang's injuries were so severe that both of his arms were disabled, and he could not be saved. He would rather die and lose a year of life than suffer this kind of torture. Begging death, Senior Brother Li, give me a good time. After you finish fighting, I'll just be resurrected. Li Chengfeng flatly refused. No, how can we kill each other between brothers and sisters in the same sect? We can't kill you, so you will lose your life. You stay well, and when we are finished, we will take you to the entrance of the dungeon to heal. Pan Zheng was about to cry for the next few rounds. He was dragged to safety for hiding. Enjoy the torment of the pain all over his body. He can't survive without dying at the end of the fourth round. Li Chengfeng pulled the trigger a little hard. Inner key is not enough. He came to the corner and asked Pan Zheng to breathe some key. Pan Zheng was extremely depressed. What do you think of me? Is it a living body storage tank? Brother Li, please, give me a good time. It really doesn't work. My faction has regulations, and the same family can't kill each other. This time Pan Zheng really cried. This is the first time in his life that he has tried life rather than death, and it takes hours to taste. Don't let me die. Can you give me some anesthesia? Who can bear such torture? However, Li Chengfeng had already spoken, and no one dared to give him anesthesia. Probably this is the fate of offending senior brother. Therefore, everyone in the Zioao sect respects their brothers and sisters. After a few hours, the entire copy completed successfully. Ding. The Secret Realm challenge is successful, and the achievement is obtained. Level 10 10-man Secret Realm Lukao Offensive and Defense Battle Normal Mode 158 points. The entire copy dropped 10 pieces of equipment, 2 spar. 2 of them are good equipment, including a weapon. The rest are normal quality equipment. Li Chengfeng DKP 1142 points. The second place veteran DKP has only 420 points. After Pan Zheng was seriously injured, he never participated in the battle. His DKP 146 points. Ranked last. The copy is over. It's time to divide the spoils. The rule is to start with the best things. PS. Ask for flowers. Ask for evaluation ticket. Ask for monthly ticket. Chapter 57 Preparing for Super Mode. Squad Channel. Pan Zheng. The first piece, Yangpin Eagle Hornbow, was shot. This good quality weapon is probably worth about 150,000. It is the most expensive piece of equipment today. Of course Li Chengfeng will not let it go. He put so much effort in the second round and sweated a little, so naturally he should have gained something. Li Chengfeng. 421 points. The second place has a total of 420 points. He could only stare at the difference. Obviously, no one can score higher than this. Pan Zheng. Brother Li took it. Pan Zheng. The second piece, good quality, Snake Lin breastplate. The breastplate is the bulk of the battle armor and is generally more expensive than other parts. This piece of equipment is probably worth about 42,000 yuan. Li Chengfeng. 421 points. The second place veteran held 420 points and continued to stare. Pan Zheng. Brother Li took it. Li Chengfeng easily pocketed 2 good products. Pan Zheng looked envious and felt extremely uncomfortable. If it weren't for Li Chengfeng, he should have shot the hundreds of thousands of weapons in the end. Pan Zheng's DKP didn't take any pictures, only a few $1,000. He swore that he would never challenge the secret realm with Li Chengfeng again. Li Chengfeng's remaining DKP points are used to split the money, divided to more than 10,000. All in all, this dungeon harvest also looks like 200,000. This dungeon challenged him to have a 500% internal strength upgrade buff during this period. He took a whole round of experience by himself. In addition, the other 5 rounds have killed a lot of enemies, and it is a big step closer to upgrading for the rest of the week. Li Chengfeng did not work with Shufu Iao. Instead, let her use this time to think about a more advanced way of practicing Ki. What Shufu Iao is currently using is still the primary way of practicing Ki. Li Chengfeng has fully tasted the benefits of the extra 50% attribute blessing brought by the advanced Ki method, so let her grasp it as soon as possible. Shufu Iao's martial arts talent is S-level. In addition, there is teacher Li Chengfeng on the side to give pointers. Soon he also mastered the advanced method of double inner alchemy. Also like Li Chengfeng, when activating inner strength, you get an additional 50% attribute blessing. It's just that she can't be like Li Chengfeng, 8 times faster than Li Chengfeng just because of her double cultivation of heaven and earth, the 2 streams of Ki and the meridians. There is only one heavenly power that can be used to make Ki moves, the other earth power. Wood and Ki basically has no power at all, so she is 4 times faster than Shan Nidan's Ki move. But this, coupled with her advantage of being able to heal while fighting, is also powerful enough to take advantage of the free time. Li Chengfeng finally has the time to manage his finances during this period of time. I was making money almost every day. The purse swelled day by day. The relatively large income is to kill Angdo 210,000 Wando's armor sold for 470,000. The hard mode braves the world will earn 330,000.1 million entry bonus. The arena won 49 games in a row with a reward of 1.18 million. Normal mode Lukeo offensive and defensive battle 200,000. A few of the larger expenses are: bought a motorcycle for 180,000, purchase high grade black and gold swordsman suit armor for 350,000, replace the 13th grade high grade sword with 500,000, purchase 4 15-star spar 600,000. Therefore, there are currently more than 1.7 million assets. Li Chengfeng's storage bracelet is too small, only the initial 1 cubic meter of storage space. Always put a BMW motorcycle in it, add some other things, and gradually it becomes insufficient. It cost 498,900 to grit my teeth. Purchased a 1 cubic meter storage bracelet in the mall. Use it to exchange 1 cubic meter of storage space, added to his currently bound bracelet. As a result, the portable storage space reaches 2 cubic meters. A week has passed. Sign in, link. Signed in this week, choose one of the 2 sign-in rewards. Reward 1. 500% increase in the explosion rate of the buff instance. Reward 2. Get a buff. The dungeon explosion rate is increased by 200%, and the internal strength improvement is increased by 300%. This week is also an optional bonus. It adds up to 500% increase. Of course, the explosion rate of the copy is good, and the explosion rate is high, making money quickly. But the importance of rank cannot be ignored. Equipment of the same quality, the higher the level, the more valuable it is. The price of a good quality level 10 armor is around 150,000, and the price of a good quality level 20 armor is more than 500,000, and the strength outside the copy will not be suppressed. The higher the level, the stronger it can be. Seen that the income of the level is much greater than the explosion rate. The priority of leveling up should be the highest, so Li Chengfeng chose reward to level up in 2 weeks. Li Chengfeng has been fully prepared to face the super mode copy. It's time to go to the wind and cloud to settle accounts. Shu Fuiao found someone to replace the shift for a day. Team up with Li Chengfeng. Let's go to the entrance to the secret realm of the Brave World Club, which is 100 kilometers away. Chapter 58 ISNN number 039. That right, beat the storm again? The BMW S1000 is galloping all the way. More than half an hour later, Li Chengfeng and the others arrived at Brave World City. This is a super city with a population of 20 million. The entrance to the dungeon of the Brave World Association arises here. 5 super teleportation gates with a width of 20 meters and a height of 100 meters stand in the central square. The 5 gates can respectively transport the challenger to the Brave World Club of different difficulty. Although only 1 out of 10 people who can pass the normal mode can challenge the hard mode, but there was still a 2-kilometer line in front of the hard mode gate waiting to rush through the portal. No way. After all, it is a low level 10 level copy. There are 5 billion people on Jupiter, and there are almost 3 billion people who have reached level 10. Even the hard mode, even if it can only be challenged once a year, but under the huge base, there are countless people who come to challenge every day. Among those who can pass hard mode, about 1 in 100 people can pass the super mode. Most of these people are elites of sects, or pillars of the family. They are all people of status. In front of the teleportation gate of super mode, the crowd was thin. All of them are dressed in brocade clothes, and they walk with style. They are polite to each other, much better than the atmosphere in front of the hard mode gate. No queues at all here. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao strolled into the portal. The second time was teleported to the super mode Brave World Club dungeon. The gate of the world meeting is still the same gate. It's just that there are 6 soldiers guarding the gate. Each of the properties is achieved: strength 150, speed 170, spirit 150, defense 150, combat IQ 100. This data is directly catching up with the last boss of the normal mode, Xiongba. 6 heroic goalkeepers. It's no wonder that very few people can play super mode. Array. The 6 guardsmen, after seeing the 2 of them, drew their swords and formed an array. After all, the combat IQ has reached 100, and the combat IQ of ordinary people is only 80 points under this kind of combat IQ. The cooperation between them is already very skilled. It took a little effort for the 2 to kill them. Shu Fuiao absorbed the phantoms of gold coins dropped by 3 minions. Money plus 3,100 yuan. 3 small soldiers 3,000 yuan. In normal mode, 3 minions are only 300 yuan, 10 times the difference. Li Chengfeng also absorbed 3 strands of golden light. Money plus 9,500 yuan. The soldiers in the front yard of the Xiangsha Club in District 1 were quickly cleaned up by them. In addition to receiving monetary rewards, Li Chengfeng opened 2 pieces of high-quality equipment in the treasure boxes of 2 elite gangs. The difficulty of the copy is high, and the reward is also increased. Elite mobs can drop good items that normal bosses in hard mode can drop. The next step is to challenge Nifeng, who holds the Snow Drink Crazy Blade, and Bu Jingyan, who holds a Peerless Sword. Last time, Li Chengfeng and Shu Fiao were defeated by his senior brothers and was killed by them. So he also lost a year of life. The data of the 2 bosses in super mode is already quite amazing. Bu Jingyan, internal power level 11, with Crazy Blood, Snow Drink Crazy Knife Strength, 310, Speed, 270, Spirit, 280, Defense, 300, Combat IQ, 140, Nifeng, level 11 internal strength, with Kill and Arm, a Peerless Sword Strength 280, Speed 300, Spirit 280, Defense 300, Combat IQ 150. This statistic is really high for an ordinary single Endian challenger, but both Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao are double inner alchemists. It is also an advanced practice method, with an additional 50% bonus for attribute improvement. In addition, it is currently a top-grade battle armor. Li Chengfeng data, Strength 310, Speed 340, Spirit 320, Physical Defense 300, slightly higher than Fengyan because Shu Fuiao's basic attributes are slightly lower than him, only a few attributes worse than him, and not weaker than Fengyan. Bu Jingyan saw the 2 of them early, folded his arms and said contemptuously, "It's you 2 little thieves again. Do you want to die again?" Obviously, Fengyan has the memory of the last battle. They recognized Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao. Li Chengfeng got angry when he mentioned this. To shut up, both sides fight. Li Chengfeng's 2 swordsmanships have reached the perfect 5th level, 100% proficiency, perfect swordsmanship. Shu Fuiao's swordsmanship has also improved a lot in the arena double row. A few days ago the cooperation between the 2 has also become more tacit in the double row and double row as this 2v2 form. The 2 are well versed and experienced in dealing with such battles. Even if Fengyan has a good weapon, but he lost even 50 rounds, it's still a familiar routine, and the brothers will admit it if they can't beat it. You are amazing. Go. I won't stop you from looking for Xiongba. Your excellency is outstanding in martial arts. I admit defeat. My 2 brothers and sisters are willing to help them win the hegemony. Li Chengfeng was silent, a murderous look in his eyes. Last time, he died at the hands of the brothers. Isn't this revenge? Shu Fuiao knew what he was thinking. However, that means a runaway situation. Super mode rampage. That's no joke. If I die again at the hands of Nifeng and Bu Jingyan, that was a real loss. Shu Fuiao tugged at him. Or, forget it, she really didn't want to die again. Chapter 59 The Terminator of Excellence. Squad Channel, Li Chengfeng, this revenge must be avenged. Li Chengfeng, I can't beat it. You retreat first, and I will cover your retreat from behind. Shu Fuiao, I won't leave you alone and run away. Shu Fuiao, if you want to fight, just fight. Fight them to the end, or die with you again. Li Chengfeng, you are so nice. Shu Fuiao, you know I'm good, but you haven't. Li Chengfeng, nothing yet. Under the helmet of the battle armor, Shu Fuiao's little face turned red. That's what she could say. Shu Fuiao, nothing, let's fight. Li Chengfeng smiled. He decided to kill Fengyan. He is not without certainty in challenging the stormy situation. Now his martial arts are perfect. Even if the situation is rampant, the attributes have improved. Their martial skills and combat IQ remain the same. Even if the data exceeds his own after the runaway, it is not impossible to fight. Nifeng, Bu Jingyan, prepare to die. Li Chengfeng declared war again. Too deceiving. I will make you die by my sword. Nifeng and Bu Jingyan went berserk. Crazy blood is on. Kill and Arm enabled. The wounds on their bodies just now healed miraculously and returned to full blood. The attributes of the 2 have skyrocketed again. Bu Jingyan, strength 400, speed 350, spirit 360, defense 400. Nifeng, strength 360, speed 400, spirit 360, defense 400. The fighting between the 2 sides is another fierce battle. Nifeng's 6 art of Aohan is strange and unpredictable. Bu Jingyan's whole family sword art is mighty and vigorous, and the sword spirit is fierce. Of course, this is a bit worse than Li Chengfeng's perfect S-level swordsmanship. Clang. The resonant frequency of Bu Jingyan's armor is 2145 Hz. Li Chengfeng's perfect micro-shake swordsmanship basics. Easily listen to the vibration frequency of the Bu Jingyan armor, and it is accurate to single digits. How about high defense? I will send you the sword vibration. of 2145 Hz. Ha bang 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 bang. Osqua channel Bujingayan. It's strange that this person's swordsmanship is good, and his sword key can actually penetrate my armor. It hurts. Nifeng, I'm here to attack him. Clang. The resonance frequency of Nifeng's armor is 1989 Hz, sending you sword vibration of 1989 Hz straight through the armor, thumping the body. Nifeng, his swordsmanship is really penetrating, so watch me suppress him with a blast. Nifeng made a move, stunning glance. The sword is domineering and powerful. Li Chengfeng used the stunt of dragon power and tiger vibration. The sword is powerful and powerful. Like a dragon, the blade vibrates continuously to increase the physical power of the blade. The effect is very good when using weapons. Ping. The heavy sword and the light sword collided, and they were on par. Li Chengfeng's oracle move. The resonant frequency of Snow Drink Crazy Knife is 3185 Hz. The sword key on the sword body vibrated. However, the frequency of more than 3000 Hz is a bit high. The higher the error, the easier it will be. Practicing to the perfection of the trembling swordsmanship, it can only stabilize the vibration frequency in the range of 3183-87 Hz. But even so, such a close resonance frequency is enough to make the Snow Drink Crazy blade vibrate wildly. Ping. 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 Several times the swords clashed. The energy was transmitted. Nifeng only felt that the knife in his hand was not obeying his command, vibrating violently. The tiger's mouth is numb, and it is almost impossible to hold the knife. This is the Dragon Mighty Tiger vibration, trained to the 5th level. Ping. After another fight, Nifeng's mouth was numb, and he temporarily lost consciousness. Zuang's mag knife let go and was blasted out. He had to use Fengshen legs, although Shu Fuiao's martial skills are still weak in front of the wind and clouds. But with Li Chengfeng's outstanding performance, the two quickly gained a clear upper hand. In addition, Shu Fuiao has the ability to treat. If Fengyan can't defeat the two in one go, the balance of victory will be tilted towards Li Chengfeng and the others. Does Fengyan have the strength to defeat the two of them in one go? Apparently not, in less than 150 rounds. Nifeng and Bujingayan were defeated. Bujingayan refused to admit defeat and said, "Don't be proud, Li Chengfeng. Shu Fuiao, I remember you. I won't lose to you next time." Shu Fuiao cut Bujingayan's neck without hesitation. She has experienced hundreds of battles, and now she is able to do it neatly. It's not the girl who screamed at the sight of blood when she first played the dungeon ding. You kill the super mode Storm and get the golden achievement. Excellence, Storm Terminator. Shu Fuiao, who was so tired sitting on the ground, burst into ecstasy. This is her first remarkable achievement. Seeing the golden characters, she was very excited. Excellent, Terminator. As if a few gold bricks fell into their pockets, heavy and satisfying. Li Chengfeng also hinted at this achievement. This is his second golden achievement. In addition to happiness, there is also some fun after revenge. 4 flowers. Chapter 60. Nifeng rare drop. Nifeng and Bujingayan were killed. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao each got a treasure box. Fengyan is not the last guard boss of this dungeon. Under normal circumstances, it is an item that rewards superior quality, but because it is a runaway situation, the reward is raised by a grade above. The top grade is the boutique. Shu Fuiao opened the box. Money plus 51,400 yuan. Sure enough, the money rewarded is 10 times that of the normal mode. In addition, she took out a red card from the treasure box. The title above is in large red letters. Boutique 1 star. Yunlin battle armor. Fine quality items are divided into 3 levels. 1 star for fine, 2 stars for fine, and 3 stars for fine. Different stars will be awarded according to the challenger's performance. The higher the star, the better the attributes in all aspects. The chest armor that Shu Fuiao obtained was obviously because her performance was not very good, and it was only 1 star for the boutique. But even at 1 star, it's a fine piece of gear. The value is almost twice that of top grade equipment. Shu Fuiao happily raised the equipment exchange card in her hand. Chengfeng, high quality equipment. This color is so red, so beautiful. Li Chengfeng has also opened the treasure box of Nifeng's rewards. Money plus 162,000 yuan. 300% explosion rate. Triple happiness. Generally speaking, the boss of a double dungeon in one area will drop a piece of equipment. Shu Fuiao has already taken the equipment. Li Chengfeng's box should have been empty, but with his 300% burst rate blessing, there are 2 cards in the box. The first one is glowing red. The title is in big red characters. Boutique 2 stars, Nifeng's boots. Li Chengfeng was very satisfied. Sure enough, his performance in this battle was very good. The loot obtained is also a boutique 2 star, although the attribute is only slightly higher than a boutique 1 star. But because the super mode copy is difficult to play, Few people can perform well, so a boutique 2-star is much rarer than a boutique 1-star. The price of a boutique 2-star equipment is double that of a boutique 1-star. The other card is not glowing. Li Chengfeng took a look and saw that the thumbnail on the card was a book, and the title was in red, A Level 6 Art of Proud Cold Introduction. This is a restricted martial skill that can only be used once and cannot be taught to others in any way. Effect. After using it, you can get the basic chapter of the 6 arts of Aohan and follow-up quests. The only source, Super Mode, bravely rushes into the world, and beats Nifeng. Drop rate 1%. Obviously this is a martial art. Unexpectedly, he said, this is actually Nifeng's swordsmanship, an A-level martial skill. Of course, Li Chengfeng was also pleasantly surprised. Obviously, this is the same rare item as the kill and armor that Shufu Iao obtained last time, and this is a martial art, which is much more effective than Killen's arm guards. He had also seen martial arts products in the Shenzhen Mall before. There are basically some general martial arts of D-level and C-level in the shopping mall. There are not many B-level martial arts, not to mention this is an A-level martial arts. Keep it for yourself. Li Chengfeng has an S-level swordsmanship, so he definitely cannot despise this A-level swordsmanship, so plan to sell it. Open the mall and search to see if anyone else is selling this knife technique. Search results, none, obviously. This thing is so rare that Jupiter's 5 billion locals have not sold it. Think about it too, it's super mode after all. There are very few people who can play this mode. There are very few natural challenges to this mode. There are very few cases where there's only a 1% drop rate. The rarity can be imagined. It should be a priceless treasure. The price cannot be seen directly from the Shenzhen shopping mall, so Li Chengfeng intends to find out more about it through the external Terran network. After all, netizens know nothing. However, Li Chengfeng is now in the copy, and the signal is 0. It's time to take a break now. After a fierce battle, find someone in the group to help. Magic University Group. Li Chengfeng, can anyone help me find out how much the A-level Aohan Liuju is worth? I'll check for you right away. What it is? Stupid. It's obviously a martial art. A-level martial arts are very rare. Only the martial arts of some major factions can reach A-level. Common martial arts are generally D-level, C-level and alike. Online said that this is a rare item dropped by 10-player dungeons of Super Mode. Super Mode? No. Lord Li, have you already played a copy of Super Mode? No kidding. That's impossible. It took us 20 years to fight a dungeon before we finally beat a boss in Super Mode. Shufu Io, we are playing. The Super Mode is brave in the world. 2 great gods, don't scare me. At present, no one in the Qin family's double gun faction can play the Super Mode copy. I heard that the Super Mode copy is very difficult. Well, not only expensive equipment is required, but also excellent martial arts and subtle coordination are required to pass the Super Mode dungeon. The Ford is a god. Aohan 6 Tactics is a martial skill dropped by Nifeng in the runaway mode, and the runaway mode is more powerful than the final boss. Did God Li get this martial skill? Did you beat the Super Mode and run away with Nifeng? Shufu Io? Yes, it's really hard to beat. We were all beaten to death once, but this time it's finally over. Chapter 61, another golden achievement. Super Mode is over. Pass. Gangbang God. 2 great gods. Please be yourself. I haven't even been promoted to level 10, and you have all played the Super Mode. Zankun, admiration. I just beat the normal difficulty with my brother Perry yesterday. Chu Xiang, at Zankun, how did you play on normal difficulty? Why can't I make it through? Died twice, at Li Chengfeng, great God, there are results. It is said on the internet that the A-level martial arts rewarded by dungeons are very rare. They are generally used for auction, and there are special schools that collect them for auction. Last month, Aohan Liuju sold for a high price of 16.85 million yuan. Puff. Li Chengfeng was drinking water and choked upon seeing the shocking news. 16.85 million yuan. This martial art is too valuable, but if you think about it carefully, you can figure it out. After all, martial arts are very rare, especially if the level has reached the A level. If you have a good martial skill, you can challenge difficult dungeons. It is also easy to make money. Li Chengfeng, thank you, God Li made it, multimillionaire. The little girl asks the great god to support her. Li Chengfeng is happy, so happy. Runaway Nifeng will give such a rare prize more than 10 million. This time he really made a fortune for the sake of the group friends' help. Li Chengfeng can't help but feel a little mean. Li Chengfeng, lucky red envelope in the group. A red envelope of 8,888 yuan was sent. Lest everyone say that he made a fortune in silence, he didn't invite everyone to drink a sip of water. Thank you for the red envelopes. I wish you all the best. Godly, what the hell? Long live the god of wind. Long live, long live. So proud. It's almost 10,000 to send a red envelope. How? Li Chengfeng didn't think so. It seemed like the reward for killing 8 minions with the improvement of martial arts and equipment. It seems that making money from copying has become a very easy thing for him after the rest. The two continue to enter the general forum of the World Association in the second area of the dungeon. The storm is no longer a word. The natural super mode Xiongba was also won by the two of them without any risking. Your internal strength has risen to level 15, because of the internal strength improvement buff. In addition, I have gained a lot of experience in the previous Lukao offensive and defensive battle. Li Chengfeng has been upgraded again. Then a system reminder pops up. Ling. Congratulations on defeating Xiongba. Super mode Braves the World will challenge success. Get the achievement of golden letters. Level 10 Devil Secret Realm. Brave World Club. Super mode 91 points. Shufu Iao also popped up a reminder. Level 10 Devil Secret Realm. Brave World Club. Super mode 82 points. The two achieved another remarkable achievement each. Super mode Bully. As the last guard boss, the rewards for defeating him are higher than normal bosses. The last boss of the super mode is generally a reward of boutique quality items. In addition, there is also a 10% probability of rewarding a higher grade superior. Ouch, why is it a lipstick? Shufu Iao hangs her arms. And her good use seems to be over. As soon as the treasure box was opened, there was a card in it. Except for the money, the card reads Chanel Glamour Lipstick Set. With this card, you can exchange for a set of lipsticks. But how much is a set of lipstick worth? It appears to be just a consolation prize. Li Chengfeng rubbed his hands and blew 2 more breaths into his hands. 10% chance to give the best own 300% explosion rate. That is, a 30% chance of giving the best. Who? He took 2 more breaths to warm up his hands. Open. 3 red light equipment card seems not so lucky. It is estimated that the martial arts temporarily exhausted the luck. Of course, these 3 pieces of equipment are also excellent 2 stars. It did not disappoint Li Chengfeng. A 2-star boutique is twice as expensive as a 1-star boutique. Boutique 2 stars, Deputy Gang Main Leg Armor. Boutique 2 stars, Deputy Gang Main Battle Helmet. Boutique 2 stars, Deputy Gang Master Gloves. All 3 pieces of equipment belong to one set. The price of the set is more valuable than the spare parts. These 3 armors alone are worth almost 800,000. The rewards of this dungeon journey are huge for Li Chengfeng. However, Brave the World in Super Mode has entered a 10,000 hour cooldown. It's going to be a challenge next year. If you still want to challenge the Brave World Conference in the near future, what was in front of them was Hell Mode. Li Chengfeng and Shufu Iao were teleported from the dungeon gate after healing invariably. I looked at the one that was 20 meters wide and 100 meters high. The Hell Mode gate with 4 stars at the top in the huge door frame. There's an oval spiral of light and shadow, but above the light and shadow there are 3 paragraphs of obvious characters. The first paragraph: latest challenge successful. 15,874 hours ago, Di Ming, the Dahua Empire, the Di family Han Yuan, Bisha Empire, Great Shaolin Temple. Second paragraph: Yaxin challenge succeeded. 33,045 hours ago, Luyu, Shinzhao Empire, Puppet Gate Zhangchu, Taipei Empire, Kanglong Hage. The third paragraph: Jixin challenge succeeded. 53,011 hours ago, Fukang, Liaoyuan Empire, Jinho Palace Jinshan, Liaoyuan Empire, Jinho Palace. Obviously, here are the names, nationalities and sects of the latest 3 team challenge winners. It is listed directly to be displayed on the dungeon gate for all who come here to see it. This is the manifestation of glory. Which sect or country does not want its name to appear on it and be seen by others? I want to, but there are very few that can really be done. The above nationalities are all empires. Those sects are almost all the 12 famous sects in the world today. The family is also the top-ranked, top-tier wealthy family. All are world-class masters. Ask for flowers. Ask for an evaluation ticket. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 62. Both Li Chengfeng and Shufu Iao looked at the door of Super Mode again. Their names also appear on it. The latest challenge succeeded. 0.3 hours ago, Li Chengfeng, no nationality. Xia Oiao faction. Shufu Iao, with no nationality, is a free-spirited sect. Yaxin challenge succeeded. 102 hours ago. Super Mode is not as difficult as Hell Mode, refreshes faster, Once someone succeeds in the challenge, the front will be pushed down. About 100 hours will be the top-down one in hell mode. It will only be pushed down once every 10,000 to 20,000 hours. It takes almost a year or two for someone to successfully challenge the hell mode once at this time. Many people queuing in the square saw the announcement on the super mode gate. There was a lot of discussion. Xiaoyao faction is also very strong. They don't just cook delicious food. Strange. How come these two have no nationality? It's a genius to be able to pass super mode. Is there no state to accept such a genius? No. Shouldn't we be born with a nationality? Now that the social system is so perfect, who is born without a nationality? Strange, so strange. Are you singing two tigers? I see. Most of the newcomers from the second universe have no nationality. Yes. But it's not right. Why not? How long have the new talents come? It's good to be able to play the normal mode, but it's impossible to pass the super mode. You're right. Then why do they have no nationality? I do not know. Almost all resources in this world are produced from copies of the holy station. Without a copy for people to challenge, people have no money to buy food and raw materials from the holy station system, and no money to rent land to buy land. The importance of copy can be said to be the foundation of the country and the foundation of the people. Therefore, all countries have set up special copy intelligence departments, collect dungeon data, specify dungeon strategy, and summarize the battle situation information of each dungeon. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao's battle report is refreshed. The copy intelligence department of each country knew it for the first time. The two masters who can pass the super mode have no nationality. The intelligence service immediately reported the situation. The authorities took action immediately. The office of the head of the happy sect, the head of Xiao Wanjian, is checking the recent sect accounts. Suddenly, I received a message from Liu Zheng, the servant of the Qin state. Liu Zheng, Lao Xiao, what's the matter with you? Qin's official system is relatively conservative. The Minister of Household Affairs is the second in command in charge of national household registration and taxation. A message was suddenly sent. And sect leader Xiao was a little stunned. Xiao Wanjian, what happened? Old Willow. Liu Zheng, what did you say? Xiao Wanjian, Lao Liu, please speak bluntly if you have anything to say. I really don't know what's wrong with your household department. Liu Zheng, there are two outstanding masters who are stateless under your door. Why don't you ask them to enter our Qin nationality? Not only the sect needs talents to flaunt their own strength, but the country also needs it. Most of the names on the dungeon gate were empires. On the contrary, a small country like Qin needs to grow stronger and show its strength. This is not the first time to question Xiao Wanjian, the head of the first sect in the Qin state. Xiao Wanjian, is there any? I do not know how. Liu Zheng, you are still pretending to me. Want me to name me? Xiao Wanjian, I've been busy recently, and I didn't care about the following things. You tell me your name and I'll check it out. Liu Zheng, Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao, go and see if you are from the Xiaoyao faction, and if they have no nationality. Xiao Wanjian, I'll go check it out. Xiao Wanjian looked at the names of the two and recalled them. It seems to be a bit of an impression, but I can't remember where I heard it. Just about to check it out, immediately received a message from a high-level department of the Shenzhou Empire. Immediately afterwards, I received news from officials of the Civil Affairs Department of the Dahou Empire. They are all here to mention that Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao are stateless. I want to find the head of Xiao to match up. Xiao Wanjian wondered that he didn't know about this. Immediately asked in the sect management group, Xiao Wanjian, which department are Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao from? Director of the Honor Department. Back to the head. Li Chengfeng is from our Honor Department. Director of the Warehousing Department. Shu Fuiao is the head of our Warehousing Department. What's the matter, Xiao Wanjian? What did you two do? Is it okay to just eat? Director of the Glory Department. Excuse me, Sect Master, what happened to these two people? Director of the Warehousing Department. Shu Fuiao is a newcomer. He didn't know the rules when he first arrived, but I will take good care of him later. Xiao Wanjian, discipline? You two are really rice buckets. He has passed the super mode twice and has achieved such a big thing. As the director of the department, you don't know. Honorary director, this, director of warehousing, I'll ask. Xiao Wanjian was furious. The two directors were not clear about this matter. Xiao Wanjian, grass. All countries in the world know about it, but we don't know about our own sect. Are you kidding me? Chapter 63. Set off firecrackers, please master. The two directors quickly contacted Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao. They are their immediate bosses and naturally have contact information. Get the exact answer soon. Director of Glory Department, excuse the head. Li Chengfeng has just passed the super mode. Brave World Club. Director of the Warehousing Department, Shu Fuiao too. They went together. Xiao Wanjian, haha, so I was the last to know. Director of the Honor Department, Li Chengfeng is a newcomer. He doesn't know the rules of the martial art, and he doesn't know that he must report before challenging the Supermo Director of Warehousing Department, Shufu Iao to Xiao Wanjian. Newcomers don't know the rules, don't you teach them, Director of the Glory Department, they are newcomers from the second universe. I didn't expect him to challenge the Supermode so soon. Director of the Warehousing Department, I never thought that someone in our warehousing department could challenge the Supermode. When Xiao Wanjian heard it, he also knew that the two reasons were excusable since it is a newcomer. It is normal to have no nationality, but as the leader of the faction, it was only at the end that I found out about the great event of my disciples' outstanding achievements. It really made him feel ashamed. Xiao Wanjian, I'll settle the account with you later, and call them both Director of the Honor Department. They are on their way back. I will call them to your office as soon as they arrive. Xiao School has a history of more than 400 years. The number of outstanding achievements in the whole faction is only 500 or 600 on average. There is an increase of 1 outstanding achievement every year, and at most no more than 2. Someone's achievement is a big deal for the whole faction. The East Gate of Xiao Pai, the Director of the Glory Department and the Director of the Warehousing Department have brought people here to watch the 2 outstanding disciples go home soon. Li Chengfeng rode a blue and white BMW to the East Gate with Shu Fuiao. The 2 directors rushed in front of them at the speed of a 100-meter sprint. What about the achievement? Show it off and see. Yes, let's make it public quickly. Let's see. The 2 immediate bosses rushed a little fiercely. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao were a little confused. What's going on? Open the achievement now. The 2 directors checked the information and saw both Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao have 2 lines of gold floating on their heads. Level 10 Devil Secret Realm, Brave World Club, Supermode. Seeing is believing. The 2 directors were overjoyed. Oh, my little ancestor, why did you get such a big achievement without saying a word? It's amazing, it's amazing. Li Chengfeng, good work, as expected of our honor department, the 2 directors said, and made a gesture to the back. Some disciples set off firecrackers. Behind the crackling of firecrackers sounded very festive. It's like someone is marrying a daughter-in-law. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao looked at each other. How to get a great achievement is to set off firecrackers. The customs of the local people are really simple. Quick, follow us to the head office. The head wants to see you, the 2 directors said loudly and led them to see Xiao Wanjian. At this time, they are not afraid of the boss's rebuke. In the end, 2 outstanding achievements have been added. This is a big happy event for the sect. While the head is happy, naturally he will not hold them accountable. However, on the way, I reminded the 2 of them, in the future, you must remember that you must report to us first to challenge the difficulty above the hard mode, and let us know first. That's right, the 2 of you are really, such a big achievement, how can you steal it? I said earlier that you are sure of the super mode, and I will send you directly, and I will also greet you the good news at the door of the copy transmission. Li Chengfeng thought it was his own business to make copies. Didn't know these rules. Sorry, Director, we don't know the rules. It's okay, you have done a great job this year, Li Chengfeng. Is there anything else to report besides the copy? A report is required to challenge the arena after the winning streak exceeds 20. Oh, Li Chengfeng thought about it. My own arena solo queue now has a 49-game winning streak. You just said 20 consecutive victories to be reported. In addition, after the arena ranking score exceeds 7,000 points, you must report to the arena again. Okay, I see. Fuiao, I really didn't expect that you are so beautiful, and your martial arts are so good. You really have both talent and beauty. It's not bad for us to ride the wind. Yes, they are all top-notch people with both talents and looks. Not long after, the 4 came to the head office. Li Chengfeng took a look. It was a middle-aged man in a black tang suit sitting on the sofa with legs up, with a short goatee on his fat face, and a serious expression, thick eyebrows and broad nose, quite a bit of tolerance. Sect master. Both directors folded their fists and bowed. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao painted guards in the same way. Xiao Wanjian checked the achievement information of the 2. Li Chengfeng also checked his information. Chapter 64. Not 2, but 4. Name, Xiao Wanjian. Internal strength, level 71. Li Chengfeng was shocked, and he was indeed the head of the Xiao faction. The inner strength is as high as level 71. There are very few people in this world with internal strength over 70. Each of them is in existence below 1 person and above 10,000 people. And Li Chengfeng also saw that there was a string of purple words on his head. Achievement, Level 31 5-person secret realm, Demon Dragon Crypt, Hell mode 68 points. This is the only epic achievement of the freelance sects so far. Every word of achievement flashes purple intermittently. It shows its rarity and preciousness. Xiao Wanjian also saw the achievements of the two people's outstanding bravery in the world. When I saw the score behind the achievement, I was a little surprised. 60 points is the average score for just passing the challenge. Their achievement points were 82 and 91 respectively. This shows that it is easy to live, not the kind of bloody battle in the early 60s with this score. It is not very far from the strength of challenging Hell mode, of course. Xiao Wanjian is the head of a faction after all. On the surface, he looked at the two of them quietly. He suddenly smiled and said, "Oh, I remembered. Earlier, Dim Cheng said that he recruited a newcomer with excellent leapfrog killer. Is that you?" "It's me, Master," Li Chengfeng replied. Xiao Wanjian nodded, very satisfied. "Okay, not bad, ha ha ha. It seems that you're a genuine leapfrog killer. How long has it been since you broke the super mode?" "I have added 2 generals to the Xiao faction. The boss has won the prize." The director of the Glory Department stepped forward and said with a smile, "Sect Master, it's been almost a year since the last time I sent out an outstanding achievement. Look, do you want to?" Xiao Wanjian steals. "Yes, of course. Let me know. Tomorrow morning, the whole faction commendation meeting will be held, and everyone must be present." "Yes." The director gladly accepted the order. Xiao Wanjian additionally asked, "Remember, it's important to do long. It's really rare to get 2 outstanding achievements in one fell swoop. In addition, the two of them are not nationals. There will probably be senior household registration officials from various countries tomorrow, so we can't lose the scene of our Xiao faction." The director of the honor department leads the order. "Yes, Master, 2 great achievements?" Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao looked at each other. They clearly achieved 4 outstanding achievements at one time. There are 2 outstanding achievements in killing the storm. I contact with each other, private message to discuss whether or not to mention the other 2 outstanding achievements. In the end, I decided to say it, otherwise I will go to the top later. After the above knew, they said they were secretive. Shu Fuiao cleared her throat. Cough. "That? Sect Master, we..." Xiao Wanjian couldn't stand the slow rhythm of her speech. "What about household registration?" "It's fine. Although all countries have greeted me, it's up to you to join the country you want to join, and it doesn't matter if you don't want to become a citizen. No one dares to force you if I'm here." Obviously, he has seen the talents of the two and has a special intention to cover them. Shu Fuiao shook his head. "It's not this, it's..." The female chairman of the warehouse department stroked her back. "It's all right, you don't have to worry about the commendation conference. Prepare a testimonial and just say a few words tomorrow. It's the first time you're receiving a commendation from the whole faction, so it's bound to be a little nervous, isn't it?" Li Chengfeng couldn't help but said, "She's trying to say that we're not getting 2 great achievements." The director of the honor department wondered. "1 for each of you, 1 + 1 = 2, isn't it?" "How many?" "That's right. Is it possible that we haven't learned mathematics well? We killed Naifeng and Bu Jingyan, so..." Li Chengfeng raised 4 fingers. "It's 4. "What, 4? Xiao Wanjian couldn't help but look surprised. 4. Brave the world will challenge him every year. He did not study this copy in depth. Achievement progress only stops at excellence. He has also challenged several times in the super mode runaway. All ended in failure. How strong is the storm? He naturally knows better than the 2 directors who have never challenged the storm. Is this true?" Xiao Wanjian looked serious. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao both nodded. "Make that achievement public again." The 3 of them looked closely, and there were gold letters floating on their heads. "Excellent, Terminator." The 3 pairs of eyes stared, and they were all shocked. Oops, the achievements of each instance are limited. An additional achievement can be added. That is also an extremely difficult achievement. The 2 newcomers took that extra achievement together. This is something they didn't expect at all. "Are you really new?" The director of Glory is unbelievable. It only takes a month for a newcomer to come to this world, surprising enough to pass super mode. He even took the extra achievement of super difficulty. The director of the warehouse department even looked at the 2 with the kind of eyes that looked at monsters. I was amazed. What monsters hide behind their good looks? This talent is terrifying. Okay, ha 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 ha. Xiao Wanjian was overjoyed, walked up and put his hands on the shoulders of the 2 of them affectionately. "My Xiao faction has picked up a treasure this time. You too. This sect master likes it very much. Go, hold a banquet, and wash the dust for them both." "Yes, sect master. P.S. Newcomers and new books, ask for flowers." ask for evaluation tickets, ask for rewards, ask for all support. Kneeling and begging, thank you. Chapter 65. The chief holds a banquet. Xiao Wanjian took his identity token, throw it to Director Glory and let him order food. The table is full of the most precious and delicious delicacies of the Xiao faction: flaming dragon beard, phoenix marrow ginseng soup, deep sea snow snapper wings, alpine cloud eagle claw. Each dish is a valuable top-quality mountain and sea delicacies. These were all obtained by Xiao Wanjian with his monthly food points. As the #1 catering sect today, Xiao School, the food in the cafeteria is almost the best grade in today's sect. Few people can cook their own food and make such good taste. Therefore, few disciples of the Xiao School cook and eat by themselves. Usually eat in the cafeteria each month in the pie. According to the status, the corresponding meals are allocated to the status token. I usually swipe tokens to buy food for meals. The monthly food points of Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao add up. The cheapest dishes can eat 3 dishes and 1 soup, of course, even if it is the cheapest dish in the Xiao School cafeteria. Putting it outside is also a delicacy that ordinary people are willing to eat during the festival, but compared with the high-end dishes of Xiao Wan's construction banquet, it pales in comparison. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao had to sigh. Sure enough, the status is high, and the food is different. Status points are really useful everywhere in the Xiao faction dining room, Xiao Wanjian said quietly. It's really rare that the two of you can train to the level of excellence without a master. If you get the guidance of the master, you will definitely achieve higher achievements in time. He rammed sideways like this. Apparently, he wanted to accept the two as apprentices himself. Both of them were disciples of the Xiao sect, so naturally they had to worship the people of the Xiao sect, and his head is sitting here. The runaways are so far the only one with an epic achievement. Can there be someone taller than him? No. Is it the headmaster? Don't be too active in accepting apprentices. You have to make people take the initiative to kneel and beg to show face. Li Chengfeng is in his heart. Do you need a teacher? Unnecessary. What he needs is nothing more than advanced martial arts. If you can teach me, I will worship you as my teacher. Also knocking sideways and saying, the sect master is right. Although the super mode has passed this time, I am deeply aware of my own lack of martial skills. If someone can teach me an SS level martial skill, when I learn it, I might be able to win the hell mode. Xiao Wanjian's face muscles twitch. SS level martial arts, that is a secret knowledge that is not passed down by top famous families. Only the master of whose own learned a set of S-rank martial arts. You still want to study SS level, aren't you dreaming? Xiao Wanjian wanted to correct his thinking. You're a little naive. Going through hell mode doesn't depend on martial arts. It's the most comprehensive mastery of the opponent in the dungeon. Like when the two most famous martial arts of the Xiao school are the Qingguang of Beiming Shengguang and Lingbo Weibu, although there are many other martial arts, but only Xiao Giant Fa was rated A. Li Chengfeng doesn't believe that he is in hell mode with A-level swordsmanship, so truncate and ask, what kind of martial arts did the sect master use when he went through hell mode? Was it my Xiao sect sword technique, palm technique, or boxing technique? This, Xiao Wanjian was dumbfounded. He used an S-rank martial skill that was rewarded in the dungeon he bought with a lot of money, similar to Aohan. 6 techniques, restricting martial arts. You can only use them yourself, and there is no way to teach them to others. Xiao Wanjian thought about it. This kid is young and a newcomer, so he definitely doesn't know that much. So I opened my eyes and said, nonsense. I use the Xiao sword technique most of the time. This sword technique is one of my family's skills. If you practice it to the transformation realm, you will not lose those S-rank martial arts. Haha. Li Chengfeng's heart floated 100. Haha, if you used your own free and easy swordsmanship, did you just pause for a moment? You want to trick me into being your apprentice without anything. Besides, it's easier said than done to train a martial art to the transformation realm. The surface is silent. Oh, then another day I'll ask the sect master to teach me about swordsmanship. Xiao Wanjian saw it. This kid doesn't scatter eagles without seeing rabbits. If he didn't show his hands, he would not be willing to worship himself as a teacher. It's better to choose a day than to hit the sun. It just so happens that this head also wants to see how well you can beat the storm. Come on. Xiao Wanjian got up and walked out of the restaurant. With a movement of his ankle, he suddenly rose dozens of meters high, gently landed in a spacious place 100 meters away. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao were surprised. Is this the inner strength of level 71? You can jump dozens of meters high with a move of your ankle. The two followed suit. P.S. Newcomers and new books. Ask for flowers. Ask for evaluation tickets. Ask for rewards. Ask for all support. Kneeling and begging, thank you. Chapter 66 Save some face for the boss. Xiao Wanjian released 3 ordinary long swords from the storage bracelet divided to 2 people. Just according to your level in the Brave World Association, everyone should suppress your internal strength to level 10. Yes, it is good. Suppression level. Simple. Tell the system at this time. Disciples who passed by saw that the sect master seemed to want to teach martial arts, and they all gathered around to watch the fun. Wow, it's the headmaster. It's rare to see the sect master personally instruct the disciples in martial arts. I'm lucky this time, and I can see the master's martial arts with my own eyes. Suppressed at level 10. Great. It's not similar to us. We can also see the moves clearly. I don't know who these 2 are, but I'm fortunate enough to have the sect master personally instruct them. Yeah, so happy. Xiao Wanjian held the sword with one hand and the other hand behind his back, full of force. Come on. You're welcome. Quan treats me as the boss and fights to the death. Li Chengfeng looked at Shu Fu Iao. Isn't this head a little arrogant? The same internal strength is actually a 1 to 2. Let's go. The 2 attacked. Xiao Wanjian was taken aback as soon as they fought. The 2 work very well together, learn from each other's strengths and make up for one's weaknesses. With a degree of attack and defense, immediately put the pretending hand off his back. From time to time, a palm is thrown. Concentrate on fighting the 2 with his Xiao sword technique, which he has practiced to perfection. The 2 chatted and exchanged private messages. Shu Fu Iao, the head martial arts don't seem to be very strong. Li Chengfeng, with the same internal strength, how can he be stronger by playing 2 games? Shu Fu Iao, I haven't tried my best yet. I feel like he's already struggling. Li Chengfeng, suppress him. The offensive of the 2 turned fierce, and Xiao Wanjian couldn't stand it at the moment. Step back. Step by step. I was surprised. Their swordsmanship is a bit strong, very similar to the Golden Boy Jade Girl sword of the Golden Jade Palace, and also a bit like the Cowherd and Weaver Girl sword of the Xianshan Palace. Xiao Wanjian's sleeve was cut. Wow, that's amazing. Actually hit the head's clothes. The clothes that can hit the head are not easy. Xiao Wanjian quickly noticed the difference. Why doesn't the speed power of the 2 seem to be suppressed to level 10? Internal strength, the 2 were suppressed to level 10. However, because of the double inner alchemy advanced activation method, provides an additional 50% attribute blessing. On the contrary, his attributes in all aspects surpassed that of Xiao Wanjian, who is a normal single inner alchemist. Shu Fu Iao, forget it. Save him some face. After all, he is the head of the family, and it is not good to defeat him in front of so many people. Li Chengfeng, home. Xiao Wanjian checks personal information. Name, Li Chengfeng. Internal strength, level 10. 15, it is indeed suppressed to level 10. This made him depressed. Suppressed to level 10, and did not wear armor. How could the speed be so fast? Secretly praised. These 2 little dolls are amazing. There are thousands of martial arts in the world, and Xiao Wanjian doesn't know all of them. Although I didn't understand what martial arts they were using, but he has already realized that he is not the opponent of their 2 swords. These 2 do have the hard power to get through super mode. If he only used the free and easy sword technique, he would probably be no match for the 2 of them. You have to use that sword technique. But this discussion, don't you just want them to see the power of Xiao swordsmanship? What's the point of using that sword technique? Xiao Wanjian also saw that the 2 had deliberately slowed down their offensive. It means to release water. Take it when you see it. Xiao Wanjian accepted the offer and said, okay. Yes, the combination of your 2 swords is really extraordinary. Let's go back to dinner. Oh, the surrounding disciples cheered and applauded. Sure enough, the master's martial arts are excellent, and it is not a problem to have 1 enemy and 2 with the same internal strength. Xiao Wanjian couldn't help but wipe a cold sweat after hearing this. Fortunately, these 2 little dolls are sensible and did not beat themselves in public. If I meet 2 ignorant people, I guess I will make a fool of myself at this time. He regretted his indiscretion just now. Although I failed to accept the 2 as apprentices, but he is also happy that Xiao Pai has Li Chengfeng and Shu Fu Iao, because he knew that the 2 were like dragons and phoenixes. Future achievements are by no means limited to excellence. Knowledgeable and talented, it is a good seedling worthy of the greatest effort to cultivate. During the meal, Xiao Wanjian looked at the 2 from time to time. Those eyes seemed to be looking at 2 big babies. Then he took out 2 cold storage tanks from the storage bracelet. Give them to 2. This is the Kingxin Tongluodan produced by Puppet Shengman. It has the effect of clearing the heart and concentrating, activating the meridians and activating the meridians, and it is helpful for the cultivation of internal strength. 1 can for each of you. Thank you, sir. The 2 continued, thanking them. P.S. Newcomers and new books, ask for flowers, ask for evaluation tickets, Ask for rewards, ask for all support. Kneeling and begging, thank you. Chapter 67 Commendation Conference. The description on the jar reads, taking this pill for one day can increase the speed of inner strength cultivation by about 50%. Li Chengfeng understood. It turns out that there are still medicinal pills in this world that can improve inner strength cultivation. I don't know how much this thing is worth. Do a search at the Terran Mall. Kingston Tongluodan is produced by many sects, but the most expensive is the one produced by Puppet. 10,000 yuan a piece. Looking at the label on the jar, there are 100 pieces in a jar. Li Chengfeng was a little surprised. This pot of medicine pill is worth 1 million. This boss is quite sensible. It's not in vain to show mercy to him just now. Shu Fuiao also verified this. Secretly delighted, she knew that Xiao Wanjian had the heart to accept her as a disciple. Just embarrassed to mention it now. I thought that I would stay at Xiao Pai for at least 50 years anyway. The head is the leader of the faction with such a high-ranking master. In the future, will I not be able to get along well in the Pai? Furthermore, the master has a lot of money, and if he gives a little benefit, it will benefit him endlessly. So I also want to take Xiao Wanjian as my teacher. However, before making a decision, ask Li Chengfeng by private message. After all, Li Chengfeng is the person she believes most. She wanted to see his opinion. Li Chengfeng thinks she can take the head as a teacher. After all, she doesn't have a sign-in system like herself. She still needs someone to call and promote her often. No matter how she looked at it, worshipping the head as her teacher would be beneficial and harmless to her. Li Chengfeng, you can take him as your teacher, but I'm fine. Shu Fuiao stood up and clasped his fists and said, Master, you just said you were willing to accept me as a disciple. Is that true? Xiao Wanjian was surprised. As the head of the sect, it is hard to chase after a single word. The disciple pays a visit to the master. Shu Fuiao immediately kowtowed 3 times and worshipped Xiao Wanjian as his teacher. Okay, ha, good boy. Xiao Wanjian laughed and touched his goatee. Since you are worshipping under the master's door, there is a meeting ceremony for you here. After speaking, he released a can of medicinal herbs from the bracelet and gave it to Shu Fuiao. Shu Fuiao took another look. King Luo Shengdan, an upgraded version of Kingston Tongluodan. Within 1 day after taking it, the speed of inner strength cultivation will increase by 100%. A search in the mall found that the price was as high as 50,000 yuan. This bottle of 100 pieces is worth 5 million yuan. He opened his mouth in surprise. Busy. Thank you, master, for giving Dan. Well, ha. Xiao Wanjian smiled and gave Li Chengfeng a meaningful look. It seems to be asking, how about you? Do you want to worship in my name? Li Chengfeng, come on this set. Want to use money to buy brother to be your apprentice? Think beautifully, but 5 million, brother, is not rare. The next day the Xiao faction held a commendation meeting for the whole faction. All the inner and outer disciples, a total of more than 30,000 people, gathered in the square of Xiao Hall. Such conferences are usually held only when certain disciples in the sect have made a significant and outstanding performance. There is only one such meeting in about half a year. There has long been wind in the large group of Xiao sect. We all know that the 2 new disciples who joined the faction not long ago have achieved outstanding achievements. Knowing the names of Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao, I just don't know what the 2 of them look like. Pan Jiang didn't recover for a long while when he heard the news in the group. The strength of outstanding achievements. Actually follow yourself to mix ordinary achievements. Doesn't this play me? What kind of unlucky thing happened to me? To meet such a senior brother and mix with me among the 30,000 people. There was a lot of discussion. I don't know what this senior brother Li looks like. It should be a very strong one. If you can pass the super mode, your body must be great. Lisa, senior brother Li is super handsome. I only played the dungeon with him a few days ago. Ah, really? Then is he married? Lisa, I don't think he has a ring on his hand. That's great. Then I'm going after senior brother Li. Xiao Wanjian stood on the high platform. Good morning, guys. No need for microphones or speakers. Internal power transmission. The sound was like thunder, deafening. More than 30,000 people present could hear it clearly, and some people couldn't help but cover their ears. Good boss. 30,000 people answered together. The sound is like the tide, continuous and majestic. My faction has always had rules, and every disciple who has made outstanding contributions will have a commendation meeting. Yesterday, I sent Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao to jointly conquer the super mode and enter the world at the same time of gaining the outstanding achievements of the Brave World Club. It also defeated the storm of the runaway mode, and both achieved excellent achievements. The 2 disciples have added 4 outstanding achievements to our school, which are hereby commended. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao are invited to play. There was thunderous applause in the assembly hall. Everyone clapped and whispered, "Damn it, is it that strong to get 2 outstanding achievements at a time? Excellence mode is rampant. My god, these 2 are too strong. Why haven't I heard of it before?" It is said to be a newcomer to the second universe. I'm darling, the newcomers are so strong. Hey, look, come on stage. Fuck, this girl is too pretty. Goddess, sister fairy, isn't it? So good looking and so strong in martial arts. Senior sister Shu is so beautiful, and senior brother Lee is also very handsome. Brother Lee is a good talent, my idol. I'm not afraid to tell you, I have fought side by side with senior brother Lee. P.S. Newcomers and new books. Ask for flowers, ask for evaluation tickets, ask for rewards, ask for all support. Kneeling and begging, thank you. Chapter 68. According to the rules, those who have achieved outstanding achievements will each be rewarded with 1 million yuan in cash. While talking, Xiao Wanjian presented the 2 with an oversized 1-meter-long check of 2 million yuan off stage. Xiao Yudi smiled and stabbed Ding Cheng next to him with his elbow. How about senior brother Ding? Was I right when I said rule on how to bring them in? Haha, you little clever ghost. You're alright, although he is a senior brother. Ding Cheng is actually several decades older than Xiao Yudi. Xiao Yudi looked at the handsome and extraordinary Li Chengfeng on the stage and smiled happily. I really didn't expect that the big brothers and the others have added outstanding achievements to pitting so quickly. I really want to play a dungeon with him to see how powerful he is. Ding Cheng is also quite happy. Yet, last night, your father even complimented me, saying that this time I recruited 2 real geniuses for our Xiao faction. On the stage, the head Xiao Wanjian asked Li Chengfeng to give a speech of achievement in the face of more than 30,000 people. Li Chengfeng's demeanor is generous after all. It is not the first time that such a big scene has occurred at Blue Star. With his athletic talent, he won many table tennis championships, and it was a common practice to take the stage if you are asked to give a testimonial. Just say a few words. Li Chengfeng has never practiced internal sound transmission, so he is holding a microphone. The process of obtaining this outstanding achievement has gone through some twists and turns and failures. But failure is the mother of success. Summarizing the reasons for failure and improving deficiencies can always succeed. Thank you. After saying that, the audience burst into applause. Every junior and sister has activated their internal strength and applauded. The applause that came out should not be too loud. Shu Fuiao's performance is also generous. She is the school flower of Moto University, and she often speaks on this kind of platform. She is like a fairy in Yaoqi, looking forward to Shenfei, and she is graceful and graceful after a speech. Many disciples of the Xiao sect admired him. The commendation meeting ended successfully. Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao appeared this time, basically let the whole faction know them after the commendation meeting. The party arranged for the 2 to meet with officials from the household departments of various countries. People come here from thousands of miles away, and the Xiao faction always has to give some face to let people meet. The first meeting room, Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao met the local servant, the minister of the Qin state. The conditions given by the other party are very good. If the 2 are willing to join the Qin state, they will be exempt from tax for 20 years. Each outstanding achievement is rewarded with 1 million yuan. Neither of them agreed immediately. They only said they would consider it. Then he met with envoys from several other empires. The best condition is the Daho Empire, 30 years of tax exemption and 2 million yuan for each outstanding achievement. Compared with a Qin state, it is really rich and powerful. However, this achievement reward is limited to rewards when you are not currently a citizen. After joining the nationality, no matter what achievements are obtained, there is no reward. Now a few million is a lot of money for the 2 of them. Shu Fuiao was heartbroken. You don't have to do anything. Take your money for nothing, and pay taxes after 30 years. 30 years later, the status may be high enough to pay very little tax. This kind of thing is pretty cheap anyway. Li Chengfeng's vision is to take a longer view. 30 years later, maybe my annual income is calculated in billions. Even if it is to pay 5% of the tax, it is hundreds of millions a year. Take this little money now, but pay taxes later. Can't pick up sesame seeds and lose watermelon. So Li Chengfeng made a request, lifetime tax-free. When Liu Zheng, the servant of Qin's household, heard this condition, he immediately jumped up and shouted strangely, "What? Lifetime tax exemption? What are you thinking? As a citizen of a country, you enjoy the country's shelter and benefits, but you don't make any contribution. How can there be such a good thing in the world?" It's okay to disagree. Li Chengfeng said that if he does not agree to this precondition, he will not talk about it. You're so beautiful. Liu Zheng glared at Li Chengfeng and threw his sleeves away angrily. No country agreed to Li Chengfeng's request and they all scoffed at it in the end. The two still did not join the nationality of any country. Shu Fuiao didn't quite understand Li Chengfeng's idea and asked, "It's quite troublesome to enter the territory of other countries without a nationality. Have we never become a nationality? Don't worry. Now is the time for them to coax us into naturalization with these small favors. In the end, it is us who suffer. Now is not the time for us to naturalize. Then when should we be naturalized? When they beg us." Li Chengfeng has gradually understood the urine quality of these countries. The weaker you are, the less rare they are, and the more they exploit you, the stronger you are. The more rare they are and the more they rely on you. Outstanding achievements are not enough to put those countries down. Epic achievements will probably make these countries bow their heads. Hell mode brave the world? Li Chengfeng is thinking about this on the way to the top position in the personnel department. Li Chengfeng asked about Shu Fuiao's martial arts proficiency. Unlike Li Chengfeng, Shu Fuiao has a bonus and learns quickly. Her proficiency in the basics of 6 swords of the Jade Girl has just reached level 4. And the proficiency in the first part of the stunt is only level 2. This kind of martial arts is impossible to beat the hell mode. Li Chengfeng thought about the hell mode to brave the world, and he had to consider changing teammates in the personnel department. The middle-aged junior sister in charge of the registration status was very enthusiastic when she saw the two. "Brother Li, Sister Shu, please take a seat. Are you here to register your status?" Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao were a little awkward. The middle-aged woman in front of her is old enough to be their mother, but kept calling them brothers and sisters. Although the 2 outstanding achievements this time offset the previous 2 outstanding achievements of 5 points, but excellence is worth 50 status points. Li Chengfeng's original status score was 97. This time, adding 2 points for the upgrade and 2 outstanding achievements, the status score came to 189 points. This score has surpassed a vast majority of the freelancers. Shu Fuiao's status score is also hundreds if the status points of 2 people add up. To choose a house, they can choose a single-family villa. Change houses. It's just moved house not long ago, just living in a new home with a little familiarity. Li Chengfeng doesn't really want to change. Shu Fuiao also meant it. The current 4-bedroom duplex apartment is living well, and I don't want to change it for the time being. For the next 2 days, both of them rested at home and practiced together for 4 or 5 hours a day. Li Chengfeng's heart is in hell mode, and he thinks he needs to find a new teammate. Arena is actually a good choice. He now has a 49-game winning streak in the single row of the arena. The opponents I met were all 49-game winning streaks. Unusual master. If you can meet an opponent of equal strength, do not know each other, plus friends to communicate, maybe we can challenge the hell mode and brave the world together with this idea. Li Chengfeng then sent a voice report to Zhang Gan, director of the honor department. "Director Zhang, I have won 49 consecutive victories in solo queue in the arena, and now I'm going to solo queue again." Zhang Gan was shocked. What? What did you say? Your arena has a 49-game winning streak. P.S. It's on the shelves at 22 o'clock tonight. Please ask for the first order. Please ask for a wave of data. The first order is very important, and I beg for the first order. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 69. Prepare for a 50-game winning streak. Yet, 49 straight wins. Li Chengfeng is in accordance with the rules of the party. After the arena has won more than 20 games in a row, I want to report it. When did it happen? Zhang Jin was a little speechless in surprise. Because he knows how difficult it is to keep the winning streak going. Once the winning streak exceeds 10 games, the people who are matched later are all masters who have won the winning streak, just like him. It is difficult to maintain a winning streak in a duel between masters. I played a few days ago. I haven't played in the arena for a while. I'm going to play a few games today. Zhang Gan's nerves were tense, and he hurriedly stopped and said, wait for me. Where are you now? Don't move, just wait for me. I'm downstairs in our house, preparing to leave for the holy station. While talking, Li Chengfeng released a motorcycle from the wristband. Don't act rashly. Why, little ancestor, you have won 49 consecutive victories in the arena. Did you know that 50 consecutive victories in the arena can lead to an outstanding achievement? 5. Zhang Gan also knew that he was only one step away from outstanding achievement, so I rushed to find Li Chengfeng non-stop. That's it. Isn't that just right? I'm going to win a game right away and get a great achievement. Li Chengfeng is a little embarrassed. I only got 2 outstanding achievements a few days ago, and I am going to get it again today. Don't move, you must not go. The winning streak has reached 49 games, and the following are all first-class masters. You must not go if you are not fully prepared. Zhang Gan was so nervous. I am afraid that Li Chengfeng will ruin this hard-won 49-game winning streak. Once you lose a game, the previous 49-game winning streak will be in vain. Oh, 99. Li Chengfeng is not in a hurry at all, but it made Zhang Jin anxious. He ran non-stop to find Li Chengfeng. He appeared in front of Li Chengfeng, a middle-aged man in his early 50s, square face, flat head, strong body, gives a sense of mightiness. Internal power level 54. Zhang Gan squeezed Li Chengfeng's arm. How is your physical condition now? Are you not injured or sick? Li Chengfeng shook his head. No, what happened? This is the 50th arena duel. Your battle of excellence, of course, is to fight in the best physical condition. Li Chengfeng patted his chest. Oh, it's okay, I'm in good shape. Zhang Jin asked again. You didn't come last night, did you? 5. Li Chengfeng is confused. Didn't come. 35. Zhang Jin can't help but explain. It's you and Xiaoshu who didn't come last night, right? Li Chengfeng seems to understand a little, but he is not sure. Nothing came. Tisk. That's it, the thing that makes your legs go soft the next day after coming here. Oh, he didn't come. Li Chengfeng got it. I don't have that kind of relationship with Shu Fuiao at all. It's just that because they live together, almost everyone in the party thinks that the two have that kind of relationship. Real did not come, false did not come. You have to know that this will also affect your performance. 99. Zhang Gan reconfirmed. He felt that if you had such a beautiful woman, I can't wait to come every day, twice a day. It really didn't come. That's good. And what armor do you wear to participate? Top grade armor. Zhang Jin was stunned. Aren't you kidding? Wear high quality armor to get great achievements. Is there any problem? My 2 previous outstanding achievements were also obtained by wearing high quality armor. 99. Zhang Jin was fortunate. Fortunately, he found out early. Otherwise, Li Chengfeng wears a top-grade battle armor to the arena. It's strange to keep sending 49 consecutive victories. Of course there is a problem. Outstanding achievements are golden achievements. You have to wear top-quality equipment with the golden letters. I don't have it. I think the top grade is almost the same. It's almost the same. The top grade is far worse. You don't know, when you win the 50th battle in a row, all arena restrictions must be selected. Li Chengfeng put it bluntly. I don't know about that. 39. Let me tell you, when the arena wins the 50th match in a row, you must select unlimited for all arena conditions except the level, including the opponent's race, equipment, and arena location, otherwise you will not be able to get the first match 50 straight wins. Zhang Gan, as a local, naturally knows these things very well. I see. Li Chengfeng did know for the first time. Isn't that the case? What if you are matched with someone who wears top-quality equipment or epic equipment? Others' equipment is overwhelming you. Can you win? Yes. 35. Li Chengfeng doesn't think he can't win if his equipment is worse than others. After all, he is an advanced double inner alchemy activation method, and his inner strength is 50% more powerful. Even if others have more attributes on the equipment, he is not afraid. Zhang Jin could never agree to Li Chengfeng wearing high-quality equipment to play the 50th consecutive arena. I can't let you take such a risk. Well, if you can't afford the best equipment, I'll rent you a set. Tier 55 can't afford the best equipment? No, Li Chengfeng can afford it. The last time he defeated the beastly Nai Feng, the A-level martial art Aohan 6 techniques, by contacting Bei Woman, which specializes in auctioning martial arts, it was transferred to them at a price of 16.5 million yuan. The price of a set of level 15 best armor is about 11 million. Li Chengfeng can afford it. Just let him spend 10 million to buy a set of armor. He was a little reluctant. Just became a multimillionaire. The feeling of being a rich man has not been experienced enough. I don't want to spend my money so quickly. Besides, money in this world will basically not depreciate, and if you hold cash, you will never lose money. If you have money in your hands, you can take it out in case of any urgent need. Rent a battle armor, someone else wore it, why not? When Li Chengfeng thought about it, he basically had to take off his coat when wearing a battle armor. Others wear armor like that, sweating in battle, then wear it again. No. Li Chengfeng shook his head. He couldn't stand wearing someone else's second-hand armor. I don't wear what other people wear. 35 Zhang Gan saw that Li Chengfeng was indeed clean, and it was estimated that he was a bit clean. Advised, if you don't wear it, you have to wear it. For the sake of excellence, you have to endure it for a while. No, this really doesn't work. Li Chengfeng does have a habit of cleanliness and doesn't want to let it go. Then I don't care about you. In short, I will not approve you to wear a high-quality battle armor to play the 50th game in a row. Zhang Jin also showed his attitude, as well as his boss's airs and rights. Gosh. Li Chengfeng regretted it. He knew that he would not report to him. It's easier to play the arena yourself. So now my boss won't let me go. However, he also knew that Zhang Gan was doing it for his own good, worrying about him ruining his 49-game winning streak. Li Chengfeng thought about it. Maybe he should improve the quality of his equipment. The opponents who played in the arena before were all high-grade equipment. This time to go all must be set to unlimited. Then, it is indeed easy to meet opponents with high equipment quality. So he said, I'm going to get a set of high-quality battle armor to go to the head office. 39 As long as you don't wear your clothes. 35 Zhang Gan also made concessions. While speaking, he took out a card from his wristband and handed it to Li Chengfeng. I have a fine armored glove here. It happens to be level 15, so I'll make one for you. If you can win your 50th straight win streak and achieve greatness, this is what I reward you with. If you lose, pay me. As the director of the Glory Department, that is, the top leader of the Glory Department, naturally, I hope to see the disciples of my department continue to make brilliant achievements. Li Chengfeng gladly took over. Okay, then I'll accept it. 99 Thinking about this director, it's really interesting. A boutique 1-star level 15 armor glove, it's worth $200,000 anyway. Zhang Jin added, don't worry, go to the arena today, with new armor. Anyway, you also adapt to the attributes of the new armor for a day or two, otherwise, the performance will not be in place. It will also affect your performance. Li Chengfeng sighed, it looks like I won't let myself go today. Put away the motorcycle, go home and choose the equipment carefully. Spent more than 2 hours in the shopping mall to buy the equipment that others put on sale. A set of 15-level boutique 1-star battle armor, no gloves, special assembly of parts with outstanding speed attributes. The final purchase cost 1.2 million yuan. Most people rarely afford such expensive armor. The attributes of this boutique 1-star battle armor have been improved a lot compared to the top-grade armor. Physical defense. 605 strength, plus 240 speed, plus 360 spirit, plus 300 strength attribute increases less, but the speed attribute stands out. Li Chengfeng's current internal strength level is 15, the attribute of internal strength blessing is 10 points per level of the first 10 levels, and 20 points per level for the last 5 levels, and an additional 50% bonus to advanced activation. A total of 300 points of each attribute blessing. The bonus is almost the same as this boutique 1-star battle armor. With a battle armor, you must add a fine weapon. After all, he is a multimillionaire. After buying the armor, Li Chengfeng still has a balance of more than 18 million. The average price of a boutique 1-star weapon is around 1.35 million yuan. The average price of weapons with boutique 2 stars has doubled to around 2.7 million yuan. The price of weapons of the boutique 3 stars has doubled again, with an average price of 5.4 million yuan. Whether it is a boutique 2-star or a boutique 3-star, let Li Chengfeng, who has always been accustomed to taking equipment in dungeons, pay for it. All are a little distressing. The equipment has to be replaced. Change equipment. First, you have to exchange physical equipment into equipment cards. This way others will not buy second-hand equipment. However, when equipment is exchanged for equipment cards, a fee of 5% of the equipment market value is required as a conversion fee. In addition, the equipment is sold in the mall, and a 5% transaction fee is required. In general, changing equipment once is equivalent to losing 10% of the value of the equipment. The more expensive equipment you buy, the more you will lose when you replace it. If you have that money, it is better to upgrade the storage bracelet, or buy a nice sports car. Li Chengfeng wants to come. The most important thing is the martial arts of those who practice martial arts. Equipment is second. In the end, it was 1.37 million yuan to buy a fine 1-star sword, boutique 1-star, wind sword, red characters, type, sword requirement, level 15 introduction, the wind is silent, the wind is strong, mass, 30 kilograms, Qualitative multiple. 4 times suitable attribute, all-around physical attack. 900 key injury increase, plus 75% special effect 1. A vacuum area is formed around the sword body after the key injection, which can stir the airflow, and the wind whistles where the sword passes. Special effect 2. High temperature, sword key temperature plus 300 degrees Celsius. Special effect 3. It can absorb and store air, and it can send out a powerful air slash every 5 seconds. Gem setting 1, none gem setting 2, none gem setting 3, none weapons of fine quality, lilies. There are 3 special effects. There are also 3 inlaid spar. Li Chengfeng makes key move very fast. It is possible to take the key and recruit a flow. If Jian Qi wants to hit as many opponents as possible, it must be fast. Li Chengfeng did not say a word, and made 320-star speed spar. 1 330,000, 3 cost almost 1 million. Gem prices are catching up with weapons. However, the improvement brought by these 3 spar cannot be underestimated. Each sword can increase the speed of the sword by 300 meters per second. However, inlaid with the same type of spar, it will cause a 20% stacking performance reduction for each piece. The second speed spar can only increase the speed of the sword key by 240 meters per second. The third speed spar can only increase the speed of the sword key by 192 meters per second. But what Li Chengfeng wants is the super fast Jian Qi speed. As long as the speed is fast, the hit rate can be extremely high. 3 speed spar superimposed. In total, the speed of the sword can be increased by 732 meters per second. Coupled with Li Chengfeng's own sword swing speed, the speed of his sword key could eventually be faster than a rifle bullet. After this shopping, Li Chengfeng's account still has more than 16 million yuan. He stood on the balcony, drinking coffee, preparing to go to the martial arts field to get used to new armor and weapons. It was raining lightly outside. The weather forecast said it would rain in the last few days. The motorcycle is not shielded from the wind, and the second is not protected from the rain. Seeing the rain, Li Chengfeng knew that it was time for him to add a vehicle that could keep out the wind and rain car. However, the wristband with 2 cubic meters of storage space cannot fit a car. Spend another 2 million to permanently increase the storage space of the bracelet to 6 cubic meters. Since then, even an off-road vehicle can hold it. Chapter 70 The Whole Supercar. There are many cars in the human race mall. There are hundreds of schools that produce cars. There are also many models of each sect in total. There are thousands of models for Li Chengfeng to choose from. With a boutique 1-star battle armor Li Chengfeng, now you can run at a speed of more than 600 km per hour in the armor. The limit speed of an ordinary family car is more than 100 km, too slow. He doesn't care at all. In the end, only focus on the supercar. In the mall, there are Lamborghini, Ferrari, etc. that Li Chengfeng is familiar with. There are also Longtang cars, Maxima and so on that he doesn't know at all. Unknown brand Li Chengfeng does not want to buy. But the cars I know seem to be old, still stuck at the level of Li Chengfeng's planet around 2010. Lamborghini is the representative of domineering and tough, Ferrari is the epitome of passion for excellence, Aston Martin is the representative of the British gentleman, a little hard to choose, but just in time for Ferrari's anniversary, 20% off. It also spent 4.3 million to buy a Ferrari F430. The fuel version and the dynamic version are more expensive. The acceleration from 100 km per hour is 3.6 seconds, and the top speed is 320 km per hour. 8.4 million yuan for the dynamic version, 100 km per hour in 1.8 seconds, top speed 500 km per hour. Ferrari F430,550 takes up 2.6 cubic meters of actual storage space. Can be taken directly from the storage bracelet. Li Chengfeng was just about to go out and try the new car. Suddenly, Shufu Iao in the room cried out in surprise. Yeah, Chengfeng, my dad added me. Have you contacted the family? Well, it was my dad who added me, and I finally got in touch. Shufu Iao cried with joy. It has been 2 months since the end of the Blue Star. She is adding people with the same name as her father to her address book every day. Hope to get in touch with the family. Li Chengfeng is happy for her. These days, she always talks about home. Just get in touch. Where are they? My parents and the others are together. They both joined the nationality of the Dahou Empire, and at the same time joined a martial art called Huangshan 8 Swordsmen. If there is a state faction, it should be good. Yet, I'm going to see them. Go. The Dahua Empire is a little far away. Pay attention to safety on the road. Shufu Iao nodded and hummed. Originally wanted to call Li Chengfeng to go there, but I went to reunite with my parents. It seemed inappropriate to call him. She immediately took a few days off from the sect, packed her bags and prepared to go. Before going out, he smiled and said, I may not be back in a few days. Will you miss me when I'm not here? Hey. What do you say? Li Chengfeng scratched his head and smiled embarrassedly. I don't know about you. I'm leaving. Would Li? After all, he disappeared from Li Chengfeng's field of vision with a closed door. After she left, Li Chengfeng was going to the training ground in Pa to get used to the performance of the new armor and weapons. Just after going out, Xiao Yudi sent a private message. Xiao Yudi, Senior Brother Chengfeng, have you played the level 12 Double Dungeon Washenbird's Nest? Even-numbered levels have a double dungeon, level 10, level 12, level 14. Level 12 double copy. Li Chengfeng wants to go, however, Shufu Iao's level is not level 12 and cannot enter the level 12 dungeon. Li Chengfeng, no. Xiao Yudi, I don't either. Let's go challenge the Washenbird's Nest normal mode together, shall we? In normal mode, you can go directly to the holy station to teleport, which is very close. Fighting with real swords in the dungeon is more conducive to quickly adapting to the performance of the new armor and new weapons. Li Chengfeng immediately agreed to the invitation of the younger sister to form a team. The battle in the dungeon is much more interesting than practicing martial arts against the air, and more or less can have some gains, right? Just bought a gas-burning supercar and need to make some gas money. Xiao Yudi, then shall I pick you up? Li Chengfeng, no, I have a car. See you at the west gate of Shenzhen. Going downstairs, Li Chengfeng released a red Ferrari F430. A sports car that is more than 4 meters long is also gradually enlarged from the size of a sesame from the bracelet. Because it is the first, said, operation to release such a large item, the distance from the ground was a little high, and it fell directly. Bang! The body shook twice before it stopped. Li Chengfeng took a look at the F430, handsome shape, smooth lines. Although it is an old model of their Blue Star, it is still very beautiful. In the local world here, it is a very trendy car model. Get into the car, read the instruction manual for a while, and then start the car. A kick of the throttle and the fueled V8 roars, the red speed machine dashed out. Li Chengfeng quickly activated his inner strength to protect himself, keep the speed beast from running out of control 20 kilometers away. But within 10 minutes, Li Chengfeng arrived at the west gate of the holy station. Xiao Yudi in a pink and white striped armor stood at the door. Beautiful and lovely, she is a full-fledged beauty embryo. Once there, many passers-by stopped to watch. Some more confident teenagers approached to chat. Xiao Yudi is holding a lollipop, playing games with a phone sideways, ignoring those people. Coax one by one chirp. A roar of the engine, and the screeching sound of the tires caught everyone's attention. Wow, Ferrari, so handsome, millions of supercars, and when I achieve excellence one day, I'll buy a Ferrari 299. I prefer Lamborghini. Ferrari is not aggressive enough. Speak like you can afford it. Xiao Yudi raised her eyes and saw Li Chengfeng getting out of the car. Only then did he put away his phone, and Xiao stepped forward and waved, Senior Brother Chengfeng, I'm here. Li Chengfeng stretched out his hand, and a huge cone beam appeared on the storage bracelet, covering the F430. The car shrank rapidly in the beam and flew into his wristband. Li Chengfeng's figure flashed and came to her, I know you are here. I'm afraid I'm short and you can't see it. 39. Xiao Yudi's figure is indeed quite exquisite. The slender waist gives the impression that it can be held in one hand. But some places that should be big are far bigger than it appears. It can be said that she is a kind of girl with a childlike appearance. You are a top-quality battle armor, so conspicuous, how can you not see it? Li Chengfeng sighed that her armor is of the best one-star quality. Pink base tone, white spacer lines nicely separate different parts of the body. Among them, there are many streamer effects similar to LED light strips. It seems that there is colorful energy flowing in it. It looks cool and pretty. Standing in the crowd is very eye-catching, it's hard not to notice her presence. Xiao Yudi grinned, hee hee, let's go to the dungeon. I want to see how good you are at dungeon. Chapter 71. Senior Brother is really extraordinary. Washenbird's Nest is not a human copy, many of the enemies inside are mostly flying aliens. The battle location is located in Washen Mountain, which is rocky and rugged. These stone mountains seem to be huge stone pillars towering like clouds. Battles can only be fought over cliffs. A little careless may fall into a 1,000-meter-high cliff, thus shattering the bones. Those who are not good at light work, or those who have fear of heights, simply cannot play this dungeon. Fortunately, it is normal difficulty, and it is very easy to deal with. Xiaoyudi is fire attribute internal power, specializing in scorching flames. He uses a set of palm techniques. The high-temperature red palm slammed out, those feathered flying aliens suddenly burst into flames. Li Chengfeng's blast sword key is faster than bullets. At first, he hadn't adapted to the performance yet, and basically one of the two swords could hit. Later, I gradually got used to it, and it was almost a hit. 5 birdmen flew in hair. 5 ordinary attack swords flew out. Hit 5 birdmen respectively, slicing their low defense bodies into 2 pieces. Clang clang clang. Xiaoyudi's palm with metal gloves. That's great, senior brother Chengfeng, you played really well. You played well too. Li Chengfeng touched her head. This girl is very cute and well behaved, and people like it. Although Xiaoyudi is young, but the achievements have far surpassed their peers, with 3 outstanding achievements. She is wearing a top-quality battle armor and weapons, and there is no challenge in playing an ordinary copy. In less than half a day, the two got through the normal mode. Washin Bird's Nest, Ling. Congratulations on defeating Xianlu Lane. Normal mode Washin Bird's Nest challenge succeeded. Get the White Ward achievement, level 12 Devil's Secret Realm, Washin Bird's Nest, normal mode 139 points. Li Chengfeng jumped to an unexpected achievement here, Ling. Your sword trembling stunt proficiency has increased to 101%. Li Chengfeng was surprised. The proficiency level exceeded 100% and reached 101%. It turns out that the proficiency can be higher than the 100% can summit skill. It just seems that after reaching 100%, the proficiency improvement becomes extremely slow and difficult. Li Chengfeng remembered that his sword trembling stunt was 100% proficiency at level 5 a long time ago. After so long, it has finally grown by 1%. Li Chengfeng doesn't know anything about them, so he can't help but ask the locals around him. Junior sister Xiao, what is the maximum proficiency in martial arts? 35. Xiaoyudi replied obediently. The highest level of proficiency in martial arts can reach the realm of ecstasy, that is 120% proficiency. However, once the proficiency reaches 100%, it is very difficult to improve. Only by using a martial art all his life can he possibly reach the realm of transformation. 35. I see. Li Chengfeng also thought that the highest martial skill is 100% proficiency. Xiaoyudi asked curiously, senior brother, what kind of martial arts are you using? I don't think the swordsmanship of our Xiaoao faction. 35. Well, the secret cannot be leaked. Li Chengfeng's trembling swordsmanship is a powerful S-class swordsmanship. Sign-in system rewards. The origin is not easy to tell others. Oh, you're such a jerk. I told you I was using the free fire palm. It's not fair. Xiaoyudi pouted, very dissatisfied. There is injustice everywhere in this world, and it is the children who cry out for justice all day long. 99. I don't care, you tell me. No. If you don't tell me, I won't let go, Xiaoyudi said playfully, sat down, holding Li Chengfeng's thigh, a look that would not give up easily. Li Chengfeng was speechless and annoyed. This girl is the daughter of the head of Xiao, thinking of being pampered in the party, she spoiled her. Couldn't help thinking about what to say. In the future, I will inevitably be asked by many people about my martial arts skills. There is always someone who can see that this is the trembling sword technique that is not passed down by trembling sword villa. There should still be an argument. After some thought, Li Chengfeng also came up with a reasonable explanation. This is the shaking sword technique that I bought at the Orc Mall. It turned out to be the trembling sword technique, no wonder it is so powerful. The trembling sword technique is very famous, so it should be very expensive, right? Fortunately, the orcs don't seem to know the goods, so they only bought more than 1,000 yuan. Xiaoyudi stared at a pair of big watery eyes in surprise. It's so cheap, and you're very lucky, you can pick up such a leak. 99. When playing a copy, you can choose to drop things of different species. Orcs choose humans to drop, too, if they don't know the human language. Meet a good martial arts. It is also a matter of hanging in the shopping mall as a general martial arts. It's just that the odds of such a good thing happening are about the same as winning the lottery, but it's not impossible. So Li Chengfeng said this, and Xiaoyudi believed it. After all, It is a martial skill that is not passed down from the Shaking Sword Villa. If you want to learn, you can only do it by dropping the copy. Can you let go of my thighs? Li Chengfeng shook his feet. It feels like a piece of large brown sugar sticking to the foot. Xiao Yudi stood up embarrassedly, bared his teeth and said with a smile, Senior brother Chengfeng won't be angry with me, will he? 4 flowers. Li Chengfeng is a little annoying for such a child. I don't want to play a copy with you in the future. Why, you have a tantrum like a child? 35 But people are always children, don't be like this. Senior brother Chengfeng, I know I'm wrong, I won't play with you in the future, okay? Xiao Yudi took his hand and swayed her coquettishly. She is also looking forward to Li Chengfeng taking her to a great achievement. Li Chengfeng shook her off and stepped aside. Xiao Yudi trotted up. Senior brother Chengfeng, Senior brother Chengfeng, I don't dare anymore. Just forgive me once, okay? She shrank her neck and begged pitifully. It's not an example. Well, I promise. From the copy, Xiao Yudi suggested, Senior brother Chengfeng, why don't we specifically conquer the Wuxian bird's nest and take down its super mode? 0 You haven't mastered your martial arts yet, so it might be fine to play hard mode, but super mode, it should be difficult to pass. Li Chengfeng doesn't want to bring someone weaker than himself to play super mode, it will be tiring and difficult. He and Shufu Iao can pass the super mode because they have the effect of combining 2 swords. It doesn't have that effect with Xiao Yudi. Xiao Yudi pouted in dissatisfaction. It seemed that she was disliked. An ordinary copy down. Li Chengfeng is basically familiar with the performance of the armor and weapons. It's just suppressed to level 12 performance. This is a little different from level 15. This one ordinary copy, Xiao Yudi has not yet seen the true strength of Li Chengfeng. Just right in the holy station, it is also convenient to go to the arena. She proposes, Senior brother Chengfeng, why don't we form a team and play 2 arenas? Li Chengfeng has exactly this intention. You can experience the full attribute performance of level 15 in the arena. So the two formed a new 2-man team. This team is opposed to the teams of Li Chengfeng and Shufu Iao. Records do not affect each other. Xiao Yudi's internal power level 19, Li Chengfeng level 15. The average matched opponent is 17 levels. Played 5 2v2 duels in a row. Xiao Yudi was watching, and Li Chengfeng was 1-2. With 5 duels in a row, Li Chengfeng is really familiar with the armor and weapons. Xiao Yudi watched in shock from the side. Senior brother Chengfeng is really amazing. 1 level 15 picks 2 level 17, and they have won 5 games in a row. Sure enough, he is someone who can easily achieve great achievements. If I want to achieve excellence, I have to coax him to take me. 9. P.S. Ask for flowers, factory. Chapter 72. Get used to new armor for a day. It's time for Li Chengfeng to play his 50th straight win streak arena. Zhang Yan advised him to adapt for 2 more days. Li Chengfeng insisted not to wait any longer. Zhang Yan advised him not to stay, as long as he went with him 5555 Saint Station, level 10th to 20th service area. Li Chengfeng has a single-player arena matchmaking set up. Sure enough, the system prompts, your current winning streak has reached 49 games. If you want to get the 50th winning streak, you need to remove all matching conditions except the elimination level, and the matching level cannot be lower than your current level. Li Chengfeng set it up as required. Opponent species, unlimited. Opponent level, level 15. Opponent nationality, unlimited. Opponents, unlimited. Opponent gender, unlimited. Opponent ID, unlimited. Opponent equipment, not limited to 550. Arena, unlimited. Money 1,500 yuan. Start matching. Li Chengfeng prayed silently, I hope that I won't encounter the situation where the internal power of the water attribute is completely in the water and the dual field is completely in the water. The home field advantage of the water attribute is too strong, and it is quite difficult to fight. Because it is a 49-game winning streak, the match is no longer a second match. Zhang Yan accompanies him. After entering, you can send me the duel room number, so that I can watch the battle. The arena has a spectator mode. The audience only needs to enter the room number. For 100 yuan, you can watch the duel directly from the system interface. It is good. Remember, don't be nervous, although this is related to whether you can achieve outstanding achievements in the arena, but you still have to calm down. Home 35. Do your best to fight, don't underestimate the enemy, and don't be irritated by the opponent's words. Some opponents like to spout trash in the arena. Don't listen to it, or you will be hit by others. Count. Zhang Gan was on the side with thousands of exhortations, for fear that Li Chengfeng would ruin this hard-won 49-game winning streak. In the end it fell short. Okay, Director Zhang, don't quarrel with me, isn't it just an ordinary arena duel? Li Chengfeng is a little impatient. How come the match has not been successful? This is definitely not an ordinary single-row duel. You are on the 49th consecutive victory, and others are also on the 49th consecutive victory. Everyone knows that if you win one more game, you can achieve great achievements, and they must have done enough work. The match is successful. Please enter the portal. Finally, Li Chengfeng waited for the prompt, and quickly ran into the portal. After a few seconds, he was teleported to an empty green grassland. 50 meters away stood a mighty man in golden armor. Because the hot armor is transparent, it can be seen clearly that the face is angular and very tough. Li Chengfeng took a look at his equipment. Not so good at all. A top-quality 3-star battle armor, plus a top-quality 3-star 4-ring sword. His equipment alone is worth more than 60 million. Li Chengfeng sent the duel room number to Zhang Jin. After he entered the room number and paid the money, he quickly obtained a picture and sound in the arena. And Zhang Jin's translucent illusory projection also appeared on the edge of the arena. The golden armored man clasped his fists and said, "At Zia Hudaoman, Zhou Bing." There are also many transparent phantoms on his side, at least there are 30 or 40. Obviously, many people came to watch the game on his side. Zia Oyo faction, Li Chengfeng. Li Chengfeng also reported himself. Zhou Bing couldn't help snickering when he heard the words. The group of relatives and friends on his side was very lively. Very good, it's from the Zia Oyo faction, and the Zia Oyo faction doesn't have any particularly powerful martial arts. 35 Well, and the surnamed Li is only wearing fine 1-star equipment. It's really too stretched. Haha, it seems that this time, senior brother Zhou will definitely win his 50th consecutive victory, and his outstanding achievements will be stabilized. 35 Arbinger has won 49 consecutive victories for the third time, and this time it is finally his turn to win 50 consecutive victories. 39 The outstanding achievements are stable, the ancestors and ancestors bless. A group of relatives and friends on Li Chengfeng's side. Zhang Gan shouted badly, "Oh, it turned out to be from Hudaoman. This is really bad." 35 Li Chengfeng, Hudaoman is very strong. Zhang Gan, Hudaoman ranks 389th in the world, which is 100 places higher than our Zia Oyo faction. Their Tiger Mighty sword technique is an S-class sword technique. Li Chengfeng, S-class is okay. Zhang Gan, it's still okay? Haven't you seen that this person has a metallic inner strength? Li Chengfeng, so what? Zhang Gan, among the 5 attributes, the golden key is the most powerful and powerful. The sword is a powerful weapon. The golden sword warrior is the strongest and the strongest warrior. Li Chengfeng, don't let other people's ambition destroy your own prestige. Are you here to cheer me up, or are you trying to get my mentality? Zhang Gan, Alice, looking at his top-quality 3-star equipment, you ask yourself for more blessings. I asked you to rent top-quality equipment, you don't believe it. Zhang Gan didn't want to say more. Based on his years of experience, the outcome of this game is 100%. Li Chengfeng basically has nothing to do. Zhou Bing's father also thought like this, and ordered, "Binger, because my father has instructed someone to set up a celebration feast for you, let's get rid of that kid from the Zia Oyo faction. Baby obeyed, guaranteed to take him down in 10 rounds." 35 Zhou Bing is full of confidence. "Brother Li, are you ready?" Li Chengfeng draws his sword. "Okay, let the horses come." 39 Zhou Bing ran towards him. The distance is shortened, 40 meters, 30 meters, 20 meters. Li Chengfeng waved 2 large swords. Zhou Bing slashed the sword with a wave of his sword. Cannot help but secretly proud, this kid has no attributes in internal strength, and his equipment is still weak, so the sword key really has no power. He sent these 2 big swords, and his inner energy was bound to be scattered. I can't use any effective moves for the time being, it's my turn to make a move. Zhou Bing jumped up abruptly, raised his sword in both hands, and prepared to use the stunt of hungry tiger punching for food. Li 1.3 took the wind and turned his sword. Sword key trembles. Hair. The 4 swords trembled towards Zhou Bing at a speed of over 1,000 meters per second. Zhou Bing was shocked. Zhou Bing's family and friends were shocked. Zhang Gan was shocked. What the hell? Fast. Such a close distance, such a fast sword key speed. Although Zhou Bing reacted, But it was too late to make any defensive or evasive actions. Bang 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 bang. The four swords key all hit Zhou Bing from head to toe. He flew upside down along the sword key puff. A cloud of blood sprayed from his mouth. P.S. Newcomers and new books. Ask for flowers. Ask for evaluation tickets. Ask for rewards. Ask for all support. I beg. Thank you. Chapter 73 1 round. Another commendation meeting. Hair. Bang 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 bang. Zhou Bing crossed an arc in the air, and when he reached the top of the arc, he was about to fall. Another four sword key sent him flying diagonally behind hair. Bang 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 hair. Bang 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 bang. Zhou Bing, like a badminton, was constantly being hit in the air and could never land hair. Bang 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 bang. Li Chengfeng chased after him while throwing his sword key. After Zhou Bing was hit by these 20 swords and trembled, he was seriously injured, and he couldn't fight back for a while. Li Chengfeng stood where he landed and waited, sword light flashes. Zhou Bing's head fell to the ground. Li Chengfeng put his sword back into the sheath and said, "So underestimated, you deserve to be defeated in one round." 35 Zhou Bing's group of relatives and friends in Zhang Jin were all stunned. Li Chengfeng killed Zhou Bing, who had the same 49-game winning streak as him, in one round. When he came back to his senses, Zhou Bing's group of relatives and friends exploded. How is that possible? Senior brother Zhou actually lost. One round? Fuck, what evil art does that kid use? How can he use his moves so quickly? What martial arts of the Xiaoyao sect are so powerful? The amount of energy in his moves doesn't seem to be small. Doesn't he need to gather energy? 5 cheating 24. That guy must have taken some banned drugs. Alice, the 50-game winning streak plan I've been planning for a year has gone to waste again. My poor Binger, how did I meet such a talent? 35 I'm careless. Just now I shouldn't have told Binger to be so anxious and underestimate the enemy. Who can win 49 consecutive victories? How can anyone take it easy? Zhang Gan, Li. Junior brother Li, you are too strong. Zhang Jin was simply convinced. He imagined 10,000 ways to play the game. But just didn't expect this one. This was too unexpected for him. Li Chengfeng, I told you about a 50-game winning streak. This man underestimated the enemy and completely ignored the defense. Before I even tried, he fell. Zhang Gan was stunned. You said that you haven't tried your best? I've never seen anyone who can use key moves as quickly as you do. It's almost like a machine gun. Don't you need bullets? Victory in the duel, single-player competitive ladder points plus 100, get a 50-game winning streak reward, money plus 50,000 yuanding. You have won 50 arena victories in a row, and you will be rewarded with outstanding achievements, competitive 50-game winning streak. Zhou Bing's body was reshaped and resurrected. Father, what happened? His sword key was so fast that I lost consciousness and consciousness. How did I die? Zhou Bing was extremely depressed, and only felt that moves were constantly falling on him. He didn't even know how he died. Father Zhou sighed. Alice, the big taboo of dueling, underestimate the enemy. 35 impossible, it's also level 15, how can he be so strong with the fine 1-star equipment he still wears? No, I have to go to Xiaoyao faction to find him again. 35 Li Chengfeng teleported out of the arena. Zhang Gan rushed up and hugged him with his thick arms. Li Shitty. You are really a treasure of our Xiaoyao faction. I have never seen someone as strong as you. Ha. Great. 35 The people around were attracted by Zhang Gan's laughter and all looked towards him. Zhang Jin's internal strength level 54, Li Chengfeng couldn't break free. So he could only say, I said senior brother Zhang, what a formality for us two big men to hug each other, let me down. Zhang Gan is overjoyed. Ha, I'm so happy, I can't hold back. You have added an outstanding achievement to our Xiaoyao faction. 35 Outstanding achievement. Happy party. The people around were startled and checked Li Chengfeng's information one after another. I saw the competitive 50-game winning streak on his head. Can't help but be surprised. God, I can win 50 consecutive victories in sports. It's too good. I can only win 4 consecutive victories at most. 9 It's from the Xiaoyao sect, the first sect in the Qin state. Such a difficult achievement. I don't know how he got it. I'm so envious. Outstanding achievements. Achievements like golden letters. Zhang Gan immediately notified Xiao Wanjian. Lest Xiao Wanjian say that he only knew in the end. Xiao Wanjian was also surprised. Another outstanding achievement? It's only been a few days. Zhang Gan, yes, the headmaster. I have witnessed it with my own eyes. Junior brother Li is not easy. He killed his 50th game winning streak in one round, which shocked me. Xiao Wanjian, 1 round. Really? Zhang Gan, absolutely. The first time Li Chengfeng and Zhang Gan returned to the Xiao school, they went to see the head. Xiao Wanjian saw Li Chengfeng's new outstanding achievements with his own eyes, overjoyed. Unexpectedly, Li Chengfeng has achieved remarkable achievements again in such a short period of time. Okay, ha, Li Chengfeng, you really have my style back then. Xiao Wanjian patted Li Chengfeng's shoulder heavily. The words revealed a kind of joy in finding a successor. The boss has won the prize. Li Chengfeng is polite. Actually think about it and ask him if he won 50 consecutive victories in one round. After some praise, Xiao Wanjian left Li Chengfeng for dinner. During the banquet, he taught Li Chengfeng what he had learned in Kendo for so many years. Li Chengfeng listened to his words and gained a lot and learned a lot about Kendo. Before you know it, your proficiency in the basics of swordsmanship has increased to 101%. The basic proficiency of Golden Boy 6 swords has also increased to 101%. The next day, the Xiao faction once again held a commendation meeting. 30,000 disciples once again gathered in the square in front of Xiao Hall. The disciples were puzzled. Why is the commendation meeting held again? Isn't this just held a few days ago? Is there anyone else who has made a standout performance? If this performance doesn't work, 550 won't come for more than half a year, and it's all in a hurry. I don't know which senior brother and senior sister it is this time. I heard that senior brother Chen from the Glory Department has been conquering the super mode of the 19th level 5-person secret realm, and it is very likely that he will break it recently. Maybe he has passed it. I think it should be senior sister Hua. She has been studying level 20 single-player dungeons for 3 years, and this time she should be in super mode. Who really doesn't know? Let's see 35. Good morning guys. Hello Sir. Xiao Wanjian stood on the high platform for awards. Today's second off-faction commendation meeting is held to commend one of my disciples' outstanding achievements in winning 50 consecutive victories in single-player competitions. 99. The disciples are still discussing in a low voice. It seems that the opponents you meet after 10 consecutive victories in the arena are all masters of winning streaks. That's right, the further back you go, the more powerful your opponent is. Last time I heard from my senior brother that after the 40-odd consecutive victories, those opponents would have tens of millions or even hundreds of millions in a set of equipment. It's terrifying. How can you fight? It is even more difficult to achieve the outstanding achievement of 50 consecutive victories, but to overcome all obstacles in a master's hands. Who the hell is that? So few people in our Xiao faction have this achievement. P.S. Newcomers and new books, ask for flowers, ask for evaluation tickets, ask for rewards, ask for all support. I beg. Thank you. Chapter 74. Xiao Wanjian made a gesture of invitation. I would like to invite Li Chengfeng to come to power. As soon as these words came out, 30,000 people were boiling. What? No way. It's him again. Halo. It's senior brother Li again. 35. Didn't he just accept the commendation a few days ago? 55 again? Did you make a mistake? Are you kidding me? How come it takes a month or two to win a 50-game winning streak in the arena? Yet, it usually takes a year to prepare for this achievement. Didn't he concentrate on conquering the world before? How can he have time to play in the arena? The disciples were all surprised and puzzled. Until everyone saw the golden achievement on Li Chengfeng's head. Just believe it's true. This senior brother is too strong, and the dungeon arena is correct. Generally, either specialize in a certain instance, or specialize in the arena. 5. No one can attack both at the same time. Brother Li is so versatile. Senior brother Chengfeng is so handsome. He has a stack of golden letters on his head. 99. Li Chengfeng accepted the commendation and had to speak again. He really couldn't think of what to say. Fortunately, Zhang Gan prepared a manuscript for him. I read it again and inspired everyone to actively play in the arena. This time on stage, countless disciples took the initiative to add Li Chengfeng to the address book. Most of them are female disciples. Li Chengfeng's ad verification message crowded the entire line of sight. Just have to block it all. In the crowd, Pan Zheng wiped away a cold sweat and achieved great success. Li Chengfeng's status in the party is rising like crazy. Pan Zheng prayed silently. I hope this brother is not a vengeful person. At the commendation meeting, Li Chengfeng received another 1 million yuan in cash. In just a few days, he received the commendation at the commendation conference twice in a row. Now Li Chengfeng has become a household name in the whole Xiao faction. Wherever he went, his disciples greeted him respectfully, call out senior brother Li, or the more differentiated senior brother Chengfeng. No, walking on the garden corridor to the personnel department, two young apprentice sisters came forward and asked, Senior brother Chengfeng, hello, can we take a photo with you? Well, you are super handsome, we like you very much. Li Chengfeng took a look. The two junior sisters have fair faces and beautiful appearances. There is a black mole on the corner of the eye, and the white jade is slightly flawed. It is very beautiful. And they are identical twins, very special and agreed. Paine has always promoted that a faction is a family. The two junior sisters were as close as he was his own brother. He took his arms directly in his arms and squeezed in the middle to take pictures. Senior brother Chengfeng, can I add your address book? If there's something you don't understand, it's convenient to ask you for advice. Well, you have high martial arts skills, so you must know everything. These two sisters are not annoying. Li Chengfeng readily agreed. Fine, Ling. Mu Xiaobei has requested to add you to the address book, Ling. Mu Zhaoqing has requested to add you to the address book. Li Chengfeng agreed and classified the two as level 4 friends. Friends of this level will not be actively reminded of the message. Unless he takes the initiative to check, the news will not bother him at all. After going to the personnel department, Li Chengfeng rarely stayed at home to rest. After a whole table of snacks, I watched 2 martial arts movies made by local people. The plot of the movie did not say. It is the story of how a hero resists aliens, which is very exciting. But some scenes in the movie, Li Chengfeng couldn't help but complain. The picture of the hero and the heroine getting tired and crooked, how is it similar to how many films? Seeing people get angry. Li Chengfeng turned to another drama movie with a good rating. Unexpectedly, the film is the same in the step. When it comes to that kind of picture, the director is not shy. Li Chengfeng wondered, why do these movies look like this? I searched online for the reason, and it became clear. The birth rate of the original native country has been declining year by year. The population does not increase but declines, the population decreases, and the power of the human race will inevitably weaken. So a series of measures were implemented, encourage people to have children. In terms of culture and entertainment, the atmosphere of creating people is also exaggerated. Turn off the TV and listen to some music. In a huge house, Li Chengfeng was left alone. Suddenly feeling a little deserted, Shu Fiao left, and he was still a little unaccustomed to it. Li Chengfeng, have you met your parents? Shu Fiao, picture, Shu Fiao sent a photo of their family. He laughed so hard that he seemed very happy to see their family reunited. Li Chengfeng couldn't help but think of his parents. During this time he did not try to add people with the same name as his parents, because there are too many people with the same name as his parents. There are 320,000 people with the same name as his father, and 270,000 people with the same name as his mother. The system stipulates that only a limited number of people can be added through conditional search in one day. Instead of looking for a needle in a haystack every day, it's better to wait for the money to send an advertisement in the future to save trouble. Night. Xiao Yudi ran to pull Li Chengfeng to the party. Xiao Wanjian specially held a celebration party for Li Chengfeng. The people who attended the party were all well-heeled figures from the Xiao faction. At the party, there are wines and delicacies, a band played, someone sang, and someone danced. Everyone came over and took the initiative to meet Li Chengfeng. Say a few words of congratulations, and clink your glasses. Li Chengfeng left little impression on most people, only a woman named Hua Yixiang left a deep impression on him. This woman is extraordinary in both appearance and figure. It can be said that it stands out from the crowd at the party. She is dazzling, charming and enchanting. The career line is very deep, and the capital is particularly exaggerated. Exaggerated to the point of stupefying. Hu Yixiang added Li Chengfeng to the address book, said to be free to find him at Double Arena. Since the two, Li's, commendation conferences, Li Chengfeng's relationship with women is so good that it explodes. Li Chengfeng, the protagonist of the party, busy entertaining all night. I drank a lot of wine. He doesn't remember what happened after that. When I woke up, I found myself lying on a pink bed. There are many figures on the bedside table. The walls of the room are covered with posters of the second dimension. Where is this? Li Chengfeng got drunk. I don't remember what happened in the middle of the night. Glancing into the quilt. Depend on, light. How to copy like this, what happened last night? Could it be that he has already been done by a woman? Quickly put out a set of clothes from the bracelet and put it on. Anyone, he shouted, P.S. Thanks to the indifferent ordinary people for the reward. Thanks to the King Hoon monthly pass, please ask for flowers, ask for evaluation tickets, ask for monthly tickets, ask for all support, beg on your knees. Chapter 75 Lee Shitty, a big happy event. After a clutter of footsteps, Xiao Yudi in one-piece white rabbit pajamas appeared at the door, toothbrush in hand, mouth full of white bubbles. Seeing her, Li Chengfeng immediately said, silly. Shocked. Panic. Shouldn't it be her? Xiao Yudi muttered, "New wake up, why am I here? 35 You were drunk last night, and I carried you back, yesterday? Last night, no, nothing happened." Li Chengfeng was terrified, and it would be fine if he changed to other teachers and sisters. Why is it the girl's Xiao Yudi? She is the apple of the head, and her age. Xiao Yudi shook her little head, I don't know, I'm drunk too. Li Chengfeng couldn't help sweating from his forehead. If something happened last night, the sect master knew that he couldn't kill himself. What about my clothes? If you vomit, I'll take it off for you and throw it in the washing machine. Li Chengfeng breathed a sigh of relief. Immediately after, I wanted to slap her. Should I throw it all in the washing machine? Li Chengfeng resisted the urge to beat her. Then where did you sleep last night? Xiao Yudi pointed at the bed where Li 550 Chengfeng slept. Li Chengfeng had more cold sweat on his forehead, and asked cautiously, then you were wearing this pajamas when you woke up this morning? Xiao Yudi shook her head, no, what is that? Nothing. 35 Li Chengfeng looked stiff, then you don't feel any difference in your body, do you? Xiao Yudi pouted, I feel a little pain in my lower abdomen. I don't have much strength in my legs. 5 Li Chengfeng helped the forehead. Done. It's over. Something must have happened last night. If I had known earlier that I don't drink so much alcohol, drinking is really a bad thing. Is the boss here? No, this is my own apartment, I live alone. Li Chengfeng breathed a sigh of relief, no one else should know for a while. Junior sister Xiao, everyone was drunk last night and can't remember what happened, so let's just pretend that nothing happened? Xiao Yudi squatted down, clutching her stomach, the cute little face twisted up, not good. You must have done something to others, and their stomach is a little sore now. Li Chengfeng wants to cry, what is he doing on the stand? Sister Xiao, this is not what I thought, said, you should have just thrown me home last night. 5 Xiao Yudi's dark eyes flashed an imperceptible cunning, and frowned, my belly hurts. I want to tell daddy that you bullied me. Li Chengfeng held her thin shoulders and panicked, don't, junior sister Xiao, please don't. 35 Then you have to promise to play with me in the future and play dungeons with me, and I won't tell daddy. Okay, I'll play with you, can't I play the dungeon with you? Li Chengfeng is fortunate, fortunately, her children are easier to coax. I really want to quarrel to tell sect master Xiao, it is estimated that the head of Xiao has to peel off a layer of skin on himself. The head office. It is very spacious, exquisitely furnished and resplendent, whether it is the world-famous painting on the wall, or the handed-down antiques on the display racks are valuable, there is a sense of luxury everywhere. Xiao Wanjin and Zhang Gan sat opposite each other on the sofa, discussed while sipping gongfu tea. Senior brother, I think Li Chengfeng's strength is far more than a 50-game winning streak. 99 Xiao Wanjin has a deep understanding of this. After suppressing his internal strength to level 10, he played against Li Chengfeng and Shu Fuiao. With his superb martial arts for over 80 years, he was actually no match for the two of them. Nodded and said, his martial arts strength is indeed quite rare in terms of his internal power realm. Since the head also thinks so, why don't we fully support him and play in the arena solo queue? Full support involves all aspects, the human and financial resources used should not be underestimated. Zhang Jin naturally wanted to ask for some instructions. Xiao Wanjin originally cultivated Li Chengfeng with all his heart, touch his goatee, as long as he is willing, he will naturally give his full support. Okay, I'll go find him now. 99 Go. Zhang Gan came out of the head office, I had an appointment with Li Chengfeng for tea at Xiaoao Pavilion in the party. When we met, he patted Li Chengfeng's shoulder and said, Junior brother Li, let me tell you a great news. Happy event. Li Chengfeng's expression was weird, why does it sound like a marriage event? Could it be Xiaoyudi that girl told his father about it, and his father wants to marry him? Li Chengfeng asked anxiously, what's the big happy event? Director Zhang. The headmaster has agreed. Li Chengfeng's heart skipped a beat, and he panicked even more. Agree with what? Agree to fully support you in the solo arena call. Li Chengfeng exhaled heavily. Fortunately it wasn't that. But after returning, he also carefully examined his body, very clean, not like what happened last night. But there's no guarantee what happened after that, and went to take a shower. I faintly felt that I was posed by that girl's Xiaoyudi. It was just that the speculation could not be confirmed for a while. You can't go and examine that girl's body, can you? Li Chengfeng looks back to nature. So it's this. What kind of support law? 35. Of course, it is necessary to set up a special team to pave the way for you to win 100 consecutive victories in competition. Li Chengfeng pulled a tissue and wiped off the cold sweat first. Epic achievements are earned when you win 100 in a row, yes. But it's not easy to get 100 consecutive victories. After the 50-game winning streak, many aliens will be matched, and many top players. These people are all for the achievement of 100 consecutive victories. All of them are skilled in martial arts, experienced in duels, and experienced in hundreds of battles. Zhang Gan looked serious. Know that this is a difficult task to accomplish. After all, no one in the Happy Sect has achieved this achievement for hundreds of years. Even those top sects or wealthy families, very few people have been able to capture this achievement. It's 50 wins away. It's probably a bit of work. Li Chengfeng also understands that the further back you go, the harder it is to fight. Earlier he played 5 games a day. There may only be 2 games a day, or even 1 game. This achievement is to step on the corpses of countless top masters to win. That's for sure, but there's still some time this season. Too late. Li Chengfeng thought about it. Since Perry supports him, he should play the arena. Well, how many winning streaks can you get for the legendary achievement? Zhang Gan was asked and laughed. Why are you asking that? He thinks Li Chengfeng is asking a far-fetched question. From his point of view, Li Chengfeng's odds of winning 100 consecutive victories are only about 20%. The legendary winning streak is 108,000 miles away. P.S. Newcomers and new books, ask for flowers. Ask for evaluation tickets. Ask for rewards. Ask for all support. I beg. Thank you. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone. See you in the next video.